This week marks Pluto going retrograde, the planet of transformation. And what does that bring for you? We're going to find out. Buckle up, everybody. It is time for the Midweek Reset Tarot reading. Let's get ready to tarot. Welcome, everybody. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and it is time for your Midweek Reset Tarot reading. And this is going to be for May 6th all the way to May 12th. So welcome, everybody. Hope you are doing well. I know that full moon at the beginning of this month has really fucking rattled some cages. I've seen a lot going on with people personally and all of that. Truth coming forward, and that Scorpio moon just illuminated everything. Go back and check out all the things I did for that Scorpio full moon so we can release stuff. And I want you to understand this, everybody. So welcome. Thank you for being here. But I want you to understand this. Sometimes you have to understand that if things don't work out, there's only one way this can go. Now, you have to believe this. There's only one way this can go. Better than it has for you before. There are a lot of people that are dealing with breakups, with leaving a job or doing anything like that. I see it all the time. I'm dealing with it all the time. That's my job, is to kind of guide you through this. And with this full moon energy, it's okay. It's okay to say goodbye. None of us really want to say goodbye or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep things the same. But are you keeping things the same because everything is exactly as it should be for you? Or are you keeping things the same because we don't want change? We don't want to put in the effort to go forward or anything like that. So think about this before we head into the cosmic weather for this week. Because the general consensus of what I'm getting is, the message is very clear, so pay attention. It's okay. It's all right. If you break up with this person, it's okay. I know that you're not feeling that now at this time. But trust me, the universe doesn't put its foot out so you'll trip over it or throw a banana peel down so they can go ahead and just laugh in the heavens about how you are fucking up. That's not the case, folks. That's not the way life works. Shift happens. I'm also saying that too. But it's the truth. And when you get some distance between the gravity of the event and your present moment, you get to get some clarity. So give yourself some grace. Allow yourself some clarity. If you need to cry it out, cry it out. If you need to get the anger out in a healthy manner and way. And then realize that there's only one way this can go. There's something better that the universe is allowing me to have. And I'm really allowing it for myself. The universe already has it. It's just looking at its watch going, how much do we have to wait for this to go through? The universe really doesn't have a conception of time. That's you. But it's already out there. So say for instance, a relationship. If it goes tits up, that means that there's something better out there for you. You have to understand that. That can pull you out of your spiral that everybody loves to do and is more comfortable in spiraling down the fucking despair drain than really getting some perspective, pulling yourself out of the situation and going, wait a minute, man. If I look at this clearly, I knew where this was going. Our instincts are always telling us, our intuition, our instincts, whatever you want to call it, they're always saying, what you doing, Jeff? Is this good for you? And we're like, it's good for me now. I don't want to hear it. It's good for me now. I know I see the red flags, but maybe they won't happen. And here we are. Now, a lot of you people don't want to hear that, but I'm telling you that because I realize it from a third person view when somebody walks in with this despair. I just broke up with this relationship, and the cards and the astrology all point to, but you're not seeing the opportunity here for you. And that's basically the theme for this week, is truth being revealed. Even though we are in an in-between time, let's go ahead and start the cosmic weather. There we go. Very good. But we're in an in-between phase. We've got this Scorpio full moon energy that we're still reeling from. I'm telling you, I'm seeing it on a daily basis. And then we're moving towards this new moon energy next week. And we're going to talk about that extensively. But truth being revealed, why? Because May 6th, today, if you're watching it on Wednesday, Pluto goes retrograde in Aquarius. This is when we get the slowdown, but information comes out. Disclosure. And it's just not about UFOs and aliens and all that shit. It's a disclosure of your life. Guess what? You deserve better. And the universe is going, your inner self, I should say. The universe just matches your energy. It's that simple. It's not waiting around, waiting for you to get it. That's your higher self. That's your soul level energy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's all the same. And the truth gets revealed. Why? So we can move forward. So maybe we need to end things. Maybe we need to move forward. It's all about evolution and progress, folks. This could be a great time for you. Why? Because there's a slowdown this week. I really wouldn't call it a rest week, but it's a slowdown. Now, you're building towards something more real. There was an illusionary aspect to things. That's why they're getting taken out. And it's time that your inner self reveals that. Yes, it can hurt. Yes, it can be hard. But when you get about 6 months from it, you're like, fuck, man, this was like the best thing. I needed this to happen. So many people, when they have a revelation in their life, usually go with that. My divorce was devastating to me. Fucking devastating. And I held on to that for a long time. But when I got some distance between it, I was like, this was necessary, even though, it hurts. Yeah, but it was necessary. Give yourself the grace to understand that if something exits your life, you're making room for something that is much more tolerable and much more closer to your higher self and your goal and what you want. Surrender. Let the energy guide you this week. Feet on the ground. Bring some realism to your dreams. You need to build a strong foundation. And your higher self is telling you it was on shaky foundation, kid, and you knew it. You knew it. Most of us know this day was coming. Here it is. This week can usher that in. And I'm already feeling it. It's Monday. And tea's been spilling all over the place. You know what I mean? Not for me personally, but what's going on around here. Around in my environment with family and friends and kids and all of that. Yes. So this week, we got to do our work. We got to see it for what it is. Stop denying the truth. That's integral for your survival, and not for your survival, for your growth, for your evolution, for your well-being. All right? I thought a lot about what I was going to do for the cosmic weather today. Not because I needed filler, but because since our last visit together, Just a plethora of things. And then on the other end, people are like, hallelujah. I realize that this is probably the best thing for me. And some people just want to sit in it. Some people are like, why? I'm telling you why. Because it didn't serve you, and you know it. I gotta say that, you know it. Okay? All right. So let's talk about the energy. We're going to go through the moon phase shifts. And starting the week off, we're in a waning gibbous. So again, a great time for some reflection, letting go and releasing. Pay attention. The energy wants to work with you. It's there, it's available. Surrender to it. Don't fight this. Don't hold on to something you know goddamn well has got to let go, kids. I'm telling you. Now, then we have the last quarter. A big deal. More letting go. And this is in Aquarius. So that moon is going to be touching Pluto too, activating this, getting rid of old habits. That's been a big thing. Again, this is all the things that we know we need to do, and we try to change. What's going on here? Why is this freaking out? Okay. But this is a big deal. Last quarter. Why is it a last quarter? Because we're getting ready to move in. So we go through at least 3 moon phases this week. And then we have a waning crescent. When we get ready for some rest, gratitude, and preparing for the new beginning, which is coming up next week. So the moon moves quickly through these phases this week. We witnessed 3 initial shifts, with Pluto slowing down and going retrograde. So what is it telling us? I'll tell you. Slow down. Be realistic. Get outside and ground. The weather's getting nicer. I don't care if it's raining. Get outside, bare feet on the grass, not the concrete, not wood. Oh, I stand on my deck every morning and ground. No, you're not. No, you're not. Get on the grass. Contact with the earth, and Google that shit and the benefits that comes from grounding. We need it right now. This is Taurus season. Be grounded in what value you have in your life and what you allow that doesn't bring value into your life. Pluto's like, I'm checking you, you know? So, with that being said, again, I was just, I'm sitting here before every recording, I go ahead and I make the thumbnails and I do all that. I have a routine, I start this on Tuesday mornings. And I'm sitting here going, all right, we got Pluto retrograde. We've got these moon phases. We've got Taurus energy. We've got shit in Aries. I mean, it's just all over the place. And based on my experiences since last Wednesday, with, readings and all of that, and, the fire whistle going off and all of that, saying it's noon. And the reason why I'm starting late recording is because, I've had to be the one on the phone with everybody's drama and shit going down. I'm that guy. So I've sat here with thinking, how am I going to start this off this week? And it's very, very simple. Let go of things that don't serve you. I have seen so many people hang on to the tatters of a relationship that doesn't serve them, a job that doesn't serve them, a whole lifestyle that doesn't serve them, and it goes on and on and on. But I'm telling you, you let it go, something opens its way up. It's not immediate, it's not instant. I know that's what you want, but with time, you're going to get it. You have to believe it. With the waning crescent, get some rest at the end of the week. Let's get in a grateful state. God damn it, dodge that bullet. You know what I mean? It could be a lot worse. Remember, kids, somebody out there is taking their last breath. Be grateful that you still are able to take yours. Let that humble you in a way. That's a truth that can't be hidden and must be told. And it seems like a slap in the face at first, but when you think about it, it's like, yeah, I'm fucking grateful to be alive. After everything that I've been through and everything that I'm going through, I'm still grateful to be here. I have something to do. See, I'm getting emotional just being in that gratitude. It's the truth. And I'm not saying, that person count your blessings. That's not what I'm saying. Is that your vibration is important. What are you going to do, spiral? Because you're leaving that shit relationship that wasn't serving you to begin with and you knew it? Again, perspective. And Pluto is slamming the brakes on that shit. All right? So, wow. Again, the reason why I'm saying this is because I have seen it already, and it hasn't even been a full week yet since that full moon. So you still got time. Go ahead and download the Scorpio Full Moon Guide if you haven't. It's free. I've got that going for you. And I got a lot of things I'm launching next week with the new moon. I'm telling you guys. I'm adding compendiums to everything. So you're just not getting the reading. You can walk away with something that you can print, keep on your phone, all of that. All of that. Okay? So that's this week. Slow down. Let the truth be told. Accept the truth with grace. And understand that is how it can hurt. It's necessary. You know what I mean? Let's not overreact. Let's be grounded. Again, get outside and ground as much as possible. You got this. You've got all the support you need. You got people that love you. This person included. You've got this. And I feel like that's what I have to do. 16 minutes into this. But you know what? I think I needed to say it. I think it was important. Let me know in the comments. You know what I mean? I hope this helped, because if it's just reaching one person to understand that this is all part of the divine plan and it's only in your favor, you'll be able to start the path to healing and to raising your vibration, everything that I'm all about. All right? So, with that being said, I want you to go ahead and check this out before we go and do everybody's tarot reading, okay? First of all, May's Astrology is available. Also do the full moon meditation. It's just because it was on Friday doesn't mean that's it. That's it. It's over. I lost my window. The window's still open. Trust me. The window's still open. Go ahead and watch this. The guided full moon meditation is enough for you to be like, yes. Beautiful. And it gives you the vibe of what's going on for May also, okay? And then I have the Beginner's Tarot Guide. If you're interested in tarot, this is a start for you. After doing this for over 30 years, I've compiled this for beginners who just want to understand. Say like you watch the channel and you're like, what the fuck? What is this? What are we talking about? Had to get closer to the camera. Sorry. Hey. But yeah, that's available. That's $27. That is available. It's evergreen. You can go ahead, download it, keep it on your tablet, your laptop. You can print it out. I kind of made it that way so it's not all graphics heavy, so it uses all your ink, because that shit's expensive. You know what I'm saying? So I've got the tarot guide. And this week I want to announce this. Not only do I have a tarot guide, but now I have the complete Beginner's Astrology Guidebook. Now, I have been passionate about astrology since I was 8 years old, and that's as far as I could remember. But I have always been interested in astrology. I teach astrology. I am an astrologer. I've been doing this for a long time. Again, all this accumulated knowledge I've put into a guidebook to help you. And not only that, but what I've added in this new astrology guidebook is the moon through the signs. So say like today, I think the moon is in Capricorn, okay? So you can look that up and see what the mood's going to be like, the day's going to be like for you with the moon in Capricorn. Or say like the moon is traversing 2 signs in that day. You got that in that guide. And I've got moon phases, the calculations of all the moon phases, all of that. The signs, the meaning of it, all the glyphs and hieroglyphs and all of it that entails with astrology. When you look at an astrology chart, you're like, what the fuck is this, But all of it is defined in there. Planets, signs, houses, aspects, all the basics. And not only that, but some of the workings of the moon phases, so you can understand what we're talking about when we're doing the cosmic weather and all of that. All right, so that is also available for $27. But what I've done is bundled them together in what I like to call the Beginner's Divination Library. That's right. Ooh. And each of those are $47. But if you buy both, they're $54. You save $7 on it. So go ahead and get the both of them. You like tarot and astrology? They both complement each other. But yes, I'm very excited to launch these. They are available in the description, in my link tree, on my bio, everything. Okay? All right, everybody. That is, and don't forget, let's not forget, Tea and Tarot. Sundays at 10 a.m. Sunday's Tea and Tarot was fantastic. Fantastic. And the energy was just vibing. Everybody in the room was adding to it. We had what? I don't know. We had almost 1,000 views, over 1,000 views. We had over 100,000 likes. I mean, people were throwing gifts out. We were doing readings. Everything was matching up. It was magical. Come and join the fun Sundays at 10 a.m. I'm telling you, it keeps getting better and better and better. Just like your life. Believe me. Okay? All right, everybody. That's enough of me advertising. I love you so much. Let's go ahead and start the midweek reset, and we're going to start it with Aries. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you all, and let's get started. Aries, welcome to your midweek reset, and this is going to be for May 6th all the way to May 12th. So welcome, Aries. How are you doing? And I hope you're already on your way to a fantastic week. So without further ado, if you haven't checked out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, go check it out. It's about 20 minutes long. But if you're driving home from work, believe me, you're going to want to listen to this. In fact, even if you're just sitting there, I want you to listen to this because there's a special message for everybody, and I hope it hits with you, all right? Especially when we're talking about the energy for this week. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and begin. Let's start with our angel numbers. Oh boy. If you're new to the channel, welcome, Aries. I am so glad you are here, and you didn't come here by accident. Trust me, the algorithm's working in your favor. So, Aries, this week, pay attention to the numbers 535. And it has to do with take a step. Let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you, Aries. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. And that's exactly what we were talking about with the cosmic weather. And what I've noticed with this full moon that happened on Friday. And this is about, this full moon is highlighting your 8th house. It's still in effect. And you can still let go and heal. So take that step, Aries. The universe is saying, let's go. We got your back. All right? Now, let's go ahead and get a message from your guides, and this is from the Energy Oracle cards. And let's see what our guides have to say to us for this week. Let's see. Ooh. Oops. Sorry about that. Angel numbers. Yeah, so pay attention to 535. All right, there it is. I was saying in my head, I was just like, okay, if we get 2 more cards, show me which one I have to get. This is the one right here. Holy shit. And look at that. 3 plus 2 is 5. 535 for the numbers. And it's door to spirit. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's read up on it, okay? Door to spirit, number 32. Oof. All right, this door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential. For the changes that happen here reach deep into the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spirit world, a huge indicator of 8th house energy. 8th house energy. Okay? Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Wow. Now is the time to open to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. Wow. All right, so take that step to open to the door to spirit. Open the door to spirit. I'm really loving that. Now, in honor of Pluto going retrograde this week, let's go ahead and take a look at our shadow work. We always do, but I really want you to pay attention to what the shadow work cards that come out for you are actually all about, and how you can take the step in order to release and work with these shadows. So let's see. What do we have for Aries? Wow. You can't make this shit up. And it's break chains. The only way to overcome blocks is to confront them. So let's be aware and eliminate our self-limiting beliefs. Let's take the first step to breaking the chains and the self-limiting beliefs and opening the door to spirit. Aries, pay attention to the message. Your self-limiting beliefs are keeping that door closed. And it may be necessary for you to step out of your comfort zone this week in order to be able to move forward. Let go of old beliefs. They don't serve you, and you know it. All right? Wow. Now let's get some cards from the Earthbound Oracles. I love these little cards. And let's see what they add to round off the beginning phases of these messages for you. I'm so happy that this is coming through for you. So we're going to pick 3 cards, starting with this one is Illuminate. Open your eyes, see the truth. Wow. Beautiful. I'm going to put that one right there. Second one is Earth. Yeah. So you're a fire sign. You need to get out there and ground. You really do. Okay? Feet on the ground, practical approach, especially in Taurus season. And look at that. You got the fire sign. That's just saying you've got that spark to be able to move forward, Aries, but keep your feet on the ground and be aware of where you're walking. You know, let's not burn it all to the ground. Your self-limiting beliefs will burn it all to the ground. Okay? Very interesting reading. I like the way this is going. And it's really taking the first step to limiting your beliefs, getting rid of those limited beliefs. Okay? Oh, I knew that was going to happen. That's all right. I'll go grab it. Okay. So let's get to the meat of your reading. Wow. I'm telling you, Aries. Fantastic. So glad you're here. We can get this message together. Okay. All these cards are face down. In my practice, that tells me that they want me to focus on the one that's not. And this is the 7 of Cups. You've got choices to make. You could have some confusion around the choices that you need to make. Again, what I was saying in the cosmic weather earlier in the video is choose the highest and the best for you. No more confusion about that. So let's see how it goes with the other cards. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So you may be confused right now about relationships in general, okay? Work relationships, personal relationships, family relationships, they all come under the microscope today for this week. And you have to be aware the Illuminate card, which went flying across the room, is saying, you know, what relationships make you stable? Which relationships still got that spark? You shouldn't be confused about holding on to shitty relationships. Actually, with the 7 of Cups, the Lovers, the 4 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles, this shows opening up to long-lasting relationships. Maybe for some of you Aries singles, it's time. It's time to open up to a beautiful relationship. It's also making a decision. The Lovers card, when it first was created, was to make a decision. And the Seven of Cups kind of, it reinforces that. But what brings you joy? The Four of Wands is harmony, celebration. Ten of Pentacles is long-lasting relationship. It means money. You could be actually moving, could be getting a new job. Either way, it seems like you're moving towards harmony, and the universe is telling you, take the first step. But the self-limiting beliefs keep you confused and opening up to this beautiful energy. I mean, the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles is beautiful energy. Very positive, okay? So let's get some oracles to reinforce this message. So again, Aries, very good. Let go of the confusion. And I believe that the Earth card is saying feet on the ground, practical approach to that. And the fire should be like, let's be grateful for the relationships that we have, for the job that we have. Some of you can be celebrating because you're getting a raise or something like that. But it makes you feel very stable and secure. Wow, look at that. The Two of Pentacles, movements, choices, and decisions to make. Again, reinforcing the message that movement is necessary. And the Two of Cups, holy shit. The spiritual union, are you kidding me? Wow. Maybe it's time. Pay attention to the twos here. We got twos on each side. How does that relate to you, Aries? Let me know in the comments. That's incredible energy. So with all this relationship stuff going on, the Lovers, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, let's go ahead and look at relationships and love and see what's going on here. And again, these cards are face down except for these two. And it's the Four of Pentacles holding back, okay? Holding back on an opportunity here. Yeah. Nine of Wands. You've built walls of defense. So now you're confused. And it's those self-limiting beliefs also. I got to build this wall to defend myself in relationships. Maybe you've been hurt in the past about relationships, and now it's like, but I could open up to one, like what if? And that kind of opens the door to this. The Page of Wands is saying you're being way too serious about life and relationships. You could be even, dare I say, a little jaded at this time. So we want to eliminate that by no longer holding back, by making a choice, by letting down the walls that we put up to protect ourselves. And I understand, but it's also limiting you. Putting up boundaries allows a certain type of energy to come in, and you regulate that, okay? The Queen of Wands is saying it's time for a change, especially when it comes to relationships. And I believe that you need to make a choice. You singles out there, I'm speaking to you, is you need to move towards the possibilities of these relationships. I want you to pay attention to the two rings here too. Okay? But the vibe here for couples is when you let go of your self-limiting beliefs, your relationships take on a more stable, very passionate energy. But you got to take that first step, okay? And heal that part of you that says, no, I must defend myself in a relationship, okay? So let's get some messages of love to see how that's reinforced. Okay, so yeah, lots to unpack here, Aries. But again, the truth is being revealed about the way that you look at relationships, maybe the way that you've been dealing with relationships. So, and this just goes to show release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Aries, pay attention to the messages that are coming out my mouth. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get what's the vibe and see what else they add to this. So again, no holding back, no confusion, make a decision, take that first step. You need that fire energy, that bravery, and you're a maverick, you can do this, but there are some things that are keeping you held down. And I think it's some of this, waves. So this has to do with this has to do with emotions. You're worrying, you're letting your fears get in the way. And it's showing you what you need to eliminate. Maybe there's a victim mentality. Oh, there's nobody out there for me. I tried. Have you? Have you really? Because this says this can be very advantageous for you at this time to release the limiting beliefs that keep you from enjoying a beautiful relationship. And it may not be with other people. It could be with yourself. Oh, the sun's coming out. Lovely. So be aware of that. This could be a relationship with yourself also, okay? So let's go ahead and get a closing message for you. And see what we have. What do we have to close it out for Aries? Because we've said a lot here. And you still have time to release. It's okay. It's so okay. It's beyond okay. Trust me on that, okay? Closing message for you, Aries, for this week is self-love. Yes, self-love is the foundation of all love. So like I was saying, this could be about simply you expressing self-love this week to yourself, and it pays off. And it helps you release the self-limiting beliefs. Maybe it's just as simply as looking in the mirror and going, God damn, I love you. And saying it, looking at yourself straight in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? It works. As a Leo, I do it all the time. You know what I mean? And it seems like the more I do it, the more I'm accepting of myself, flaws and all, you know? And when you're accepting of that, somebody else steps in with that like energy. Because why? The universe has to respond to like energy. Prove me wrong. All right? Aries, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, watch the freaking weekend. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, watch the freaking weekend Fridays at 10 a.m. And don't forget to check me out live on TikTok at 10 a.m. Sunday. We had such a good time Sunday. I'm just going to keep repeating that over and over and over again. And go check out May's Astrology, still relevant for the whole month. We go over every astrological transit and a great presentation that I did live last Thursday. And not only that, I highly suggest you partake in the guided meditation for the full moon and download the Scorpio Full Moon guide that's with that, okay? All of the info is in the descriptions. So, yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Stay clear with your vision. Feet on the ground, get moving, okay? I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Taurus, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for May 6th all the way to May 12th. So welcome. Hope you are having a great week. Thanks for being here. And if you're new to the channel, hey, you didn't find this by accident. You've aligned to some 24 karat guidance, and we're going to give it to you here. So Taurus, buckle up, honey. We're gonna use your energy this week to really ground ourselves and all of that. If you want to get the full skinny on the whole thing that's happening this week, go watch the beginning of the video for the cosmic weather. And I kind of go off on a little bit. I had kind of like a prepared statement that really deals with this energy. The full moon from Friday, the Pluto going retrograde this week. So there's kind of a theme here, especially even with the moon phases. So it all ties in. But I started off strong with it. It's like 20 minutes long. And I sat here and downloaded this message, and maybe you need to hear it, and I hope that it resonates with you. Let me know in the comments if it does. So go check that out. But let's get to what you clicked that timestamp for, and that is your reading for the week. So let's go to the tarot table and do it, Taurus. I'm going to tell you something. It's your season, so happy birthday, first of all, to all the Tauruses that are celebrating a birthday this week. But I'm going to tell you, we need your grounding energy right now, especially with all the planetary changes and energies that have been going on since, God, the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? So we need your grounding energy. All right. And some of your friends, maybe family members or someone like that, people might need that grounding energy from you also to kind of tell it like it is, to kind of be their rock, Okay. So let's get our angel numbers and pay attention to 210, for it means starting over. Taurus, you are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. Again, we're coming up to this new moon in your sign next week. More on that as we progress, but right here, it's giving you the opportunities for a fresh start. So we need to work on something, let go of something, and this week will bring that to you. That makes that one step closer to starting over, being very successful. All right? Let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy Oracle cards. And let's see what the guidance for you this week entails. Yeah, so crazy full moon, a different kind of full moon, different kind of full moon. Gotten some great perspective on myself and my life this weekend, And it's nothing dramatic. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of, I'm still processing it. It's still kind of hard to put into words. But let's see what you have here. Ooh, pay attention to 4-4, the fours. And it's woman holding a heart. That bitch looks straight out of Hunger Games. May the odds forever be in your favor. What a horrible fucking movie. Yikes. Very dystopian. Okay, but not this card, actually. Woman holding a heart has to do with a female dealing with family, love, or emotions. So the woman on this card wears a butterfly in her hair and holds a lovely large heart in her hands. If you're watching this and you're female, it could be a reflection of your own state of peaceful emotion and receptivity for love, or it might be a message that your family issues are going to resolve. You're an intuitive woman who understands the emotions of life, and you're bringing that awareness to all that you do. This card can also indicate the presence of a female friend, teacher, or confidant who's here to help with issues of love, family, or emotions. This is an even-tempered and caring person who resonates with you and your emotions. This could also portend a new love interest or friend coming your way. And, as far as female-male energy, this brings more, of course, of the feminine kind, the more intuitive kind, the opening the heart especially. So maybe starting over in a relationship and keeping an open heart and optimism for that. You see what I'm saying? It's just not for all you females out there, but because I know I got male watchers too. Actually, my audience is 70% female, 30% male. Not bad. You know what I mean? But so with this, it's more being that caring person. Like I was saying that we need your Taurus energy. And I think this is exactly what this is talking about, to be that confidant for somebody. Or maybe somebody is coming into your life that you need at this time. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful energy though. Beautiful. And of course, let's not skip the real note here. Maybe opening to a new relationship. That could be the starting over. Okay? So we're really going to pay attention right now to our shadow work cards this week. We only get one, but we really want to pay attention to it because Pluto is retrograde on the 6th. It's going retrograde. So let's read up and see what kind of shadow work we need to do this week. And it's all about your inner cosmos. To embrace the light, first acknowledge the dark. So this is about releasing trauma. This is about seeing yourself clearly in the mirror, looking at yourself in the eyes and saying positive things and going deeper. This is a time for you to go deeper. If you want to start over, you have to go deep to where regrets or old beliefs or anything like that. And of course, opening your heart, still opening your heart. I think some of you Tauruses have shut that down, and there's a clear indication now that you can transform that energy this week. Actually start to make that happen by going deeper into some of your traumas and really seeing it for what it is. That full moon puts that illumination at this time on that energy. Very interesting. So let's get the little earthbound oracles for you and see how these three cards tie everything, how these three cards tie together all these three cards. And actually, sometimes they match the cards that come out in the first beginning of the reading, which is fantastic. All right, they said to keep those two, okay, and one more. And again, when I say they, it's not like, I'm schizophrenic or anything. That's what I call my intuition. What do you call it? When it's just a very, let's say, confident and loving reflection of myself. It's my intuition, So I say they, but and I listen to it. I don't second guess it. I listen to it. So it said, make 3 piles. It said, oh, that. Okay. They want me to focus on this one first. Healing. So there's definitely some healing that needs to take place. And again, the arrows are pointing that way to the shadow work cards. You know what I mean? Once you deal with that arrow's pointing this way, once you deal with that, it's all the way up from here. Okay? Maybe it's pointing towards illumination to the candle. Second card is failure. Yeah. So healing that fear of failure. That's probably what has closed you off. And permanence. Make it permanent. Release. Write it down. Maybe write down what you need to release. Maybe that helps with you, Taurus. Again, that's more grounding, of course. Instead of saying it, that's more of an air sign quality. You would physically write it on a piece of paper. Go outside and burn it, and start over. But there's definitely healing pointed in that direction for you. Wow. You just have to go a little deeper to find out exactly where this all stems from. So let's get your reading. Let's start. Let's do it. And see what we have for you. All right, let's do this. Thank you so much for being here. Happy birthday, of course. Anything else? Yeah. One more. There it is. Okay. Now things are making a little bit more sense here. All right. So in the middle of this, we have the moon. Full moon. Can't make that shit up. We're dealing with some emotions here, especially with the 3 of Swords. They're in that water, feeling really horrible. Again, this is the trauma. This is what needs to be released in order to start over. Maybe it's feelings of that you failed. You need to heal that. Again, write it down. Knight of Wands is heralding in some change. Again, the starting over. Wow. I like how I never noticed this before, but this dog is the same dog that's in there. So you're walking down the path to the path of moving into more calm waters. You see that? Where this water looks very stormy. We're letting that go. Again, the arrows, 3 arrows, 3 arrows. You know exactly what you need to heal. Oh my God. This is why I love my job. It's because, Taurus, you've got some healing to do, and it's all right. Don't feel like you failed. No. Okay. What do we have here? Yeah, again, because we need to let go and stop focusing of the obstacles and the challenges. And you're being guided. You know, see those little fireflies? They're guiding you out of these challenges and obstacles. In fact, you just focus like the Nine of Pentacles. You focus on material harvest. You open up to everything available to you because you deserve it. And the only way that's going to be able to work and start over is that if you heal the part of yourself that believes that you don't deserve it. And the list goes on and on and on for this Taurus. But pay attention, all right? Let's look at relationships, because this definitely feels like a relationship of some kind, whether it's with yourself or other people, your children, whatnot, you know. The sun. Stay positive, especially in your relationships, okay? Stay positive. Yeah, this is something definitely from your past. Definitely from your past. Definitely very emotionally involved. Maybe that's what we need to heal. The Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords, done with drama. It's not serving you. Now it makes very clear sense of what's up here, okay? And how to remedy it, of course. You deserve reciprocating energy. Maybe you need to give reciprocating energy to somebody. You just stay positive in all of this. Wow, the sun and the moon out together. So you got to have that balance too. But this is all about starting over, especially that Ten of Swords. You're done. Wow. Let's get messages of love. Intense energy. But this is the time to heal it. You know, you have to understand that full moon is happening in your 7th house. And what is it all about? Relationships. Relationships of all kinds. Okay. Messages of love is twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. Yeah, I like the 6 of Pentacles there. That can kind of reinforce that message. The 6 of Cups can also reinforce that message. Yeah. Open up to that reciprocating energy that you deserve and let go of that imbalance. Now, they're not my soulmate, but it's all I got. Let's get what's the vibe. But I think it goes deeper than this. Again, that's what we need to do, is go deeper into ourselves to find out where this all comes from. And it is definitely from childhood. And because the moon is out twice, I would also say it's from your mother, you know? So, and some of you, it's from both parents. And it's not to blame, but we're just finding the weed that is growing rampant in your garden, okay? Maybe for some of you, you feel you failed as a mother. Okay? But here we go with an apology, and I don't know why the cat's there with a handkerchief around its neck. I don't understand that. I even hate looking at it, but it's arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. So if you're looking for an apology from your past, you're not going to get it. What you need to do is accept that and forgive it. Now, I'm not downplaying anything that happened traumatically in your childhood. What I'm saying is that you can't fucking do anything about it now. You can't change it. You wish you could. You can't change the past. But how you look at it now is very important right now, Taurus. So, what I say to do is to forgive the situation. If it was your mom and your dad's influence or one of those, it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't. If you're expecting an apology and you've been holding on to this resentment, and that's why you haven't moved forward, and that's why your relationships suck. You see what I'm saying? So don't expect the apology. Some of you may very well get an apology, but let it go. And that's what we need to do, is go deeper. Is it because you're still waiting for an apology that you can't move on in your relationships and you're just cycling through this hellscape? Breakthrough energy. And sometimes when Pluto goes retrograde, in fact, every time, this is what we go through, this aha moment. You think going forward would do that. No, that's the bulldozer coming and just knocking everything down. But when it goes back, the dust settles and you survey the damage and go, this was actually necessary. But again, what I'm telling you here is, there's a strong message here that says, don't go looking for the apology. Some of them should apologize. Maybe it's currently with your relationship. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I've just been locked into this I'm very locked in with my intuition today. So I'm really elaborating on some of these, these pictures that kind of come in my head about certain situations that Tauruses are going through, because I'm doing a general reading. So, it's a lot of scenarios come in, and usually the ones that I elaborate on hit the most. It's just the way my style goes. So let's get a closing message for you. Maybe you need to apologize. Maybe that's what it'll all take. Okay? Either way, your closing message for this week is communication. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. You can't look at uncertainty like all those moon cards there. Maybe that's what's going on here. You need to apologize. And Taurus, you're stubborn. You're like, but it's not my fault. Well, it's neither here nor there. That's what I'm saying. So be aware of that. Okay. All right, Taurus, that is going to do it for this Midweek Reset. Wow, that's 18 minutes. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Of course, let me know how this energy is affecting you, and ways that we can remedy it. I hope this helps. And happy birthday, of course. Hope you have a great birthday. All right. Again, this week, let's let go. Let's release. This is a great time to do it. All right. Taurus, have yourself a great week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Gemini, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading, and this is going to be from May 6th all the way to May 12th. Ooh, have we got some stuff going on, and I hope you are faring well. So welcome, everybody. I hope you are having a great week so far. How did that full moon bring things to light? If they have yet, if they haven't yet, they will, because it's still happening. I'm seeing people going through a lot. That full moon energy just isn't on that night. Of course, that's when it's at its peak, but the effects last for a little bit longer, and it's always different with people's time frames, So again, if you want to know the true message for this week, go and check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video. And I really thought, before I even hit record for that portion of the video, which I love doing now, I think it's almost essential to go along with your reading. So make sure that you watch both, okay? Listen to it on your way home or to work. You know what I mean? It's great. But what I'm saying is that I really sat here and said, before I hit this record, what does the collective need to really focus on this week? And it brought it to where I was like, listen, you got to watch it, because that's, I don't know, for some, I don't know. I think I reached a turning point here with the cosmic weather. I think that I'm going to repeat the pattern, because I sat here, I meditated and said, all right, what's the collective message for everybody? What do they need to hear? And I guess I was overtaken by the message that had to come through. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like 3 signs in, I'm like, that cosmic weather message was a little bit different than most. And if it resonated with you, let me know in the comments. You know what I mean? Let me know. I gotta know. I want to know, just like you want to know. And I'm sure you're waiting like, Jeff, okay, let's go. So let's get to the tarot table. And welcome. Let's start with our angel numbers. But yeah, very good, profound kind of cosmic weather that as the recording time continues today, I'm like, that's the way I'm going to do it from now on. I think I'm going to ask for a message before, because I connect I've been doing this for so long, and every day, as soon as I sit in this chair, the lights are on and I hit record, I'm locked in. You know what I mean? And the messages come spontaneously. You see it happen in real time. But for the cosmic weather, I usually just, I do what I do. I'm an astrologer, so I give you the dates, the times, and all of that. But this time I kind of just said, all right, what do we need? All right, I know the astrology of the week. What do we need to focus on here? What's the message? Let the message come through, and holy shit, did it. So again, just go check that out. All right, so for you, your angel numbers this week are Gemini 000, and that's about divine guidance coming in. You're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine plan for your life. Wow. Those 3 zeros are important. They can also signal a reset of some sort. Whatever that may be. And my hand's itching, so maybe it's money. Okay? So let's move on. So pay attention to the 000. It's almost like your odometer is reset, or you're getting into a fresh vehicle. Or it could just be, the clock is resetting, like time is resetting for you. And you're being guided. And you also are protected, so pay attention to that message. We're going to get a message from our guides here with the energy oracle cards. So let's see what we have for you, Geminians. We're almost getting ready for Gemini season. Hope you're gearing up for it. It comes in fast, man. Comes in fast. Next thing you know, it's going to be Leo season. Oh, the best one. All right, let's get the message. And it's number 1. So we had 0, and then we have 1. Interesting. It's like the countdown has started. And it's the sun. Beautiful card. Love that. What is that? A baby? Why is it hanging there like that? I'm concerned. Ooh, put that child there. Is it a stork? I'm so confused. What's going on here? Is that a fucking tuba? Is that a tuba? You're seeing that, right? All right. There's a book just randomly up there. I believe somebody dropped something, but I'm going to tell you something right here. This looks beautiful. I love that. All right, so let's read up on it. The sun. Lots of symbols in there. Let's see if they even explain them. Fucking tuba. You may have something to say to somebody. Never cough during a reading. Always indicates throat chakra issues. Not for me, for you, okay? Now, it's interesting. We've got the zeros here, okay? Which, of course, tells us it's divine guidance, but also it's a reset. And then we have the sun coming in with number 1, new beginnings and great creativity. So the sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card portends, or this card, how can I use that word differently? The sun brings blessings to the earth, and this card heralds in blessings in your own life as well. Just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and summer, this is your time for a new beginning. We're lined up perfectly with this. Again, divine guidance. Bringing new life in the spring and summer, this is your time for a new beginning, the onset of a nurturing new light in your life, the light of divine inspiration and personal growth. This card often marks a time of great creativity, bringing the culmination of an important new project, such as the birth of a baby. Okay, there's that. The writing or publication of a book. Okay, there's that. And even the birth of a new you. Now is the time to put your energy into expression and your truth and vision. Visualize the light of divine love pouring into your heart and mind like the rays of the sun, bringing inspiration, growth, and abundant blessings. See the future you want to create and know the sun is shining on your intentions now. So, Gemini, dream big. We didn't understand where the tuba came from, but I'm sure that's you. It's one more creative thing, perhaps. But again, Open up to your creativity. I think that's how all this light starts to pour out of you. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get your shadow work. Now, I want you to pay attention to this week's shadow work more than anything because Pluto is going retrograde on the 6th, Wednesday, today, if you're watching it on Wednesday. Gets ready to go retrograde. Okay, which one? The one on the bottom. So I want you to pay attention to this, and it's shadow dance. When you move shadows, you discover your rhythm. So this is about having some fluidity, having some movement, and being open to movement instead of being closed. Could also mean marriage here too. But this is the shadow dance of understanding that your rhythm is predominant on your shadows, you know? Like usually when we're a child, we see our shadow and we're terrified of it. When all it really is a reflection of you. You know what I mean? So think of it that way. You could be terrified of your shadows, but when you realize that, hey, it follows me wherever I go, and it doesn't have to be a hindrance. I have to understand that this shadow is a part of me. And sometimes shadows don't belong with you. Okay? Very profound. Telling you, let's go ahead and add to our messages beginning this week from the Earthbound Oracle. I love using these little cards. So we're going to get 3 cards to kind of tie it all together. And we're going to also understand how they tie into the first cards that come out when we first start the reading. Because I've noticed over the countless readings that I've done with them is that they kind of tie into the theme, the major theme of the reading. Again, you can't make this shit up, and I love it. You know? So we got 1. Let's get 2 more. There's that one. Can I have 1 more, please, for Gemini, so we can understand exactly what we need to be aware of in this very, I don't know, can I say historic time for you? Yeah, that message comes through, historic. So it's a big, big change, and you shouldn't fear it. Oh, my crystal's wobbling. Why is it wobbling like that? Oh, because I got my elbows on the table. Take your elbows off the table. All right, there we go. And we have life. Yes. The sun brings life, new beginnings. Again, another sign of the spring, another sign of divine guidance. That little seedling doesn't know where it is. It's probably scared to death that it's under all these layers of rocks and dirt and soil and all of that. But oh, lo and behold, the more it reaches up, the warmer it feels. There's something there, and boom, it breaks the surface. And I think that for you, that is very important for you to understand, that the sun gives you life. Get out and get some. Ceremony. Again, there's the sun. That we have to honor the shadow dance of light and dark. Maybe it's telling you, Geminis, to burn a black and white candle. Okay, maybe with some amethyst. And abundance. Life brings abundance. Celebrate your life. That's also with the ceremony card. Wow, this is great. That's how you're being divinely guided right now. Oh, I really love this reading for you. I really love this reading for you. Let me know in the comments. Let me know, because this is beautiful. Seems like things are coming into alignment for you, Gemini, and I really like that. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, yeah. All right, so we've got the 7 of Swords. So there could be some self-deceptive energy that you're dealing with right now. I want you to be aware of that. It could be self-deception. It can also be other people. And the High Priestess has got, you kind of confused. You don't know which way to go here. You've got to decide. Trust your intuition on that. Again, the moon may have brought in some of this shadow that you need to clear out. The Six of Swords tells a very good story here of you moving out of this self-deceptive energy and definitely moving into calmer water. So this could have been very stormy for you. Again, honoring the light and the dark, the good, the bad, you know? And then we have another six, the Six of Wands, and this is focusing on success and everything working out in your favor, because it does. So we're moving out of this self-deceptive, elusive energy and changing our thoughts to success and moving forward. Again, movement. The Six of Swords and Six of Wands both show that. Okay? Interesting. Let's add some more oracles to it. Let's see what we got. Let's see. What else do we have here for Gemini? Very telling. Is that it? Yes. Ha. You can't make this shit up. Again, Gemini, and I believe, I always show this to my students, but this is the best representation of what's going on with the Gemini here. Is that there's the light and the dark of you, you know? And we just have to, instead of fighting for dominance, again, we become comfortable with our shadow. We understand that it is a part of us. So pay attention to the messages here, because it's not supposed to, you're not supposed to focus on the elusive of it. You're supposed to let that go. Accelerated motion is moving towards your goals because you're focusing on victory and success. You're adding the light, and light gives life. The sun gives life. Fucking awesome. Let's look at relationships. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what we have. Ceremony, I'm also thinking maybe wedding. Maybe you're having second thoughts. So we have the Page of Pentacles, so an opportunity comes in here. Ace of Swords is just simply looking at it differently and claiming victory and not defeat. You know, it's so definitely we need to have a fresh approach to things, feet on the ground, be practical with ourselves, understand how our shadows work, and focusing on the big picture, the 10, the payoff, the 10 of Cups, beautiful energy here. Again, it could be a focus on marriage, and maybe that's what you're going through is this push and pull, perhaps. Okay. As far as singles, again, it's changing your mindset. Coming out of the dark and into the light, big time. Okay, let's get messages of love. Wow, everyone's getting really long readings. I don't think you'd complain. Would you complain? Absolutely not. All right, boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Absolutely. Again, that Seven of Swords shows that elusive behavior. Maybe it's other people, and you're letting that, you know, people got opinions. Everyone's got one, just like an asshole. You know what I mean? So be aware of that. They're a dime a dozen. Okay. But what do you think? Instead of asking everybody else, don't let people deceive you. Put up those boundaries, and you've got to put up boundaries with yourself also. Okay. Let's get, what's the vibe? Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, yes, I did. All right. Hi, buddy. Okay, so this is something interesting. Karma. They put karmics there, but it should say karma. Because this is about third parties, haters, and lesson learned. Now, listen, Linda. Pay attention to that shit. So we've definitely got other people intruding on some shit. You gotta speak your truth, okay? And then some of you on the whole wedding marriage kick is nightlife, striptease, gamble, Vegas. Are some of you going to the Elvis Presley chapel and get married? I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Is that what you're doing? Some of you planning to elope? I could understand that. I could understand it even more if you didn't get married, because that's a whole nother chestnut. I'm just not on that bandwagon. But that's a different story for a different kind of video, not yours. Okay, so let's get a closing message for you. Don't even get me started about marriage. Don't even get me started. My daughter always said, Daddy, not every relationship's gotta be like that. You know, okay. Okay. Yeah, but make sure you pay attention to the red flags because love blinds. All right, I'm so fucking jaded. Your ending message for this week, my beautiful Geminis, is happiness. Happiness comes from a fulfilled heart and harmonious relationships. So only keep those relationships in your life that do bring joy and happiness into your life, and get rid of the fucking ones that don't. Don't talk to the people that just drain your energy, that be like, oh, really? Is that what you're going to do? Is that a good idea? Or just be like, yeah, that's great. And then you find out that they're talking shit about you behind their back. Out. You don't need to put up with that, you know? And the list goes on and on and on. So be aware, okay? So what am I doing? Gemini, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how the messages hit for you today in the comments. It's the only way I'm going to know if it's working for you or not, you know? And take listen to what I'm saying, because I'm telling you, I'm channeling some of this shit and it's fantastic. So again, open up to this energy, clean out your proverbial closet, and get ready to open up to some good shit, because this is a new beginning in every way, shape, or form. And get out and get some sun, okay? It's good for you. Don't let them lie to you. All right, Gemini, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Cancer, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be from May 6th all the way to May 12th. So welcome, Cancer. Hope you're on your way to a great week, even though we've had that full moon in Scorpio, fellow water sign. You know what I mean? Maybe it's bringing some great stuff for you. You never know. You never know. But make sure you check out the message in this week's Cosmic Reset Cosmic Weather, actually, at the beginning of this video, to really gauge what's going on this week. We're in an in-between period, and right now a lot of things could be coming out. It could be a little overwhelming, so I'm sending you lots of love and healing if that's happening for you. But looking on the other side of the coin here, it's all about joy for you right now. That's a big focus. All right, so let's go to the tarot table and begin. We're going to start with our angel numbers and see what's up. So thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I got inspired to go a little bit longer on the cosmic weather than I have in the past. It's 20 minutes long. So, and I think that there's a very important message for, it may be for you, but it's for somebody. So listen to it and kind of understand the message that I was kind of channeling there, because I asked, I'm like, okay, with all of this going on, what do we really need to focus on? And sometimes I just go off the cuff, but this one just, it wasn't off the cuff. Something took over and gave the message. And the more that I continue to record everybody's readings, the more I'm starting to understand how profound that message is for the person that needs to hear it. So again, make sure that you check that out at the beginning of the video, okay? So your numbers for this week, Cancer, are 654. And that's simplification. Beautiful. Simplify your life and focus on what truly matters. Declutter your mind and surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness. And I believe that this is that full moon energy that was focused on your fifth house of romance, love, but also it's joy. It's what brings you joy, your creativity, all of that. And again, simplifying your life. Because really, Cancer, the only thing that we're here to do is to create. Either it's more people, look around you. I really want you to right now look at your surroundings, pay attention. If you're sitting somewhere, the chair that you're sitting on, the desk that you're sitting at, the papers that you have, the tchotchkes, then look around to the ceiling tiles, the paint that painted the walls, the pictures that were put up there, everything, the windows, the frame around the windows, your phone, what you're watching this, if you're driving, the car that you're in, the different kinds of cars that are passing you by, the highway that you are on, the bridges that you go over, the signs that you see. All of that started with somebody's thought. Somebody else's thought. You are surrounded by thoughts made manifest. Simplify your life. Hopefully that gives you some clarity, but simplify it. The universe, you are nothing but a fractal and reflection of the universe in its expressive form, and it's expressing itself through you. It's enjoying life. It's understanding life. It's grieving life. It's doing all of those things. It's falling in love. It's realizing grief, understanding heartache, all facets of life through your eyes. You are not separate. It's that simple. Think about that, Cancer. Wow. All right. Let's move on. I'm telling you, I'm on a kick today, man. I'm very grateful for it. This is how every fucking reading should be. All right, now we're going to get a message from our guides, and this is the Energy Oracle cards. Almost 5 minutes of just simplifying it. But that's what I'm saying. Life is about creating. Life is joy. Knowing, like Buddha said, life is all suffering, and everyone freaks out, but you're not getting the message. Is that, yes, you understand that as an undeniable fact. You accept that. However, you enjoy your life. You don't sit there and wait for your number to be up. See what I'm saying? Let's get a message from our guides. Let's see what they say. That landed right between my knees. All right, so Cancer, it's man holding a coin. Number 43. Hello, love. I'm here to bring you gifts. He looks very grounded. I like the gray streaks in the hair, He's got that Seinfeld shirt on. Definitely, Man holding a coin, so let's read up on it. Sun in the background. Interesting, I don't think I've ever gotten this card before, to tell you the truth. All right, so this is male connection in money, health, or value. This card shows a man sitting in a lushly flowering field, holding a large, bright coin. For men, this could indicate an aspect of yourself and a readiness to further your goals and received increased health, money, or value in your life. Greater success is on its way when you take control of your own finances and act. Now, this isn't specifically for male or female. I mean, you can pertain this to however way you want. If you're a female watching this, it's the same energy. It's that masculine pushing forward energy, where feminine sits back. It's outroverted versus intro, okay? So, this card upright could also reveal assistance or a financial advisor or healer whom you already know or are soon to meet. This man is helpful and may bring sage advice concerning the action you need to take. Be open to this person showing up with support, but always turn to your inner guidance to weigh the information you receive. This could also signify a new love interest with a wealthy man or a man from work. Okay. Either way, I think it's taking action to feel abundant. Maybe you have to simplify that. Maybe you're running around in circles trying to chase wealth. You don't chase wealth, you attract wealth. You don't chase men, you attract them. You don't chase girls, you attract them. You see what I'm saying? Simplify. All right, now let's do our shadow work. And I want you to pay extra close attention to your shadow work card this week because Pluto is going retrograde, okay? And Pluto is all about transforming the shadow. So let's see what is for us. Relentless craving. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. So what's consuming you in your life that you're addicted to? What's eroding at you? What are some of the bad habits that have turned into addiction that is keeping you caged and not letting you, free? Again, simplify it. You could be addicted to chaos. I know a lot of cancers that are like that. You know what I mean? I know enough of them now, at least, but relentless craving. Again, maybe you need to simplify your process. Maybe, again, you're trying to chase a partner and being anxious about it when you should just simplify it and open up to it. And maybe that was a learned behavior that you have to worry shit to get to death in order to get what you want. And that's not necessarily how you do it. I actually encounter that a lot with people in their readings, Well, if I worry it, then it will come faster. Really? Then that works for you? Yeah, but it never lasts, Okay. Well, all right, the first one they want to show you, even though it was the last one to come out, is message. So you are going to be receiving a message of some kind. Listen to the messages that are coming to you. Maybe the man holding a coin is also the message. Okay? Number 2, Luna, your ruling planet, the moon. So be aware of your emotions that could be consuming you or eroding at you, and obfuscate. Okay, so this is refusing to see, and it puts out your spark. Because there's another card in here that's illuminate, and it's the exact same card, but the candles are burning bright and the eye is open. So it's the opposite of that. So pay attention to that. What have you closed a blind eye to? You know what I'm saying? Here it is. See? You're refusing to see. And it puts out your vision. It puts out your creative spark. So pay attention to the message that's coming here. I actually believe that, of course, it's an emotional issue that has you blind to the simplification and decluttering your mind of that because you're refusing to see. You follow me on that? All right. Let's go ahead and get your full reading. Isn't that something? That's fantastic. So pay attention. Pay attention to the message today. I'm very grateful that you're able to receive this message too, of course. Are you kidding me? All right. Okay. 9 of Wands is a dual message here for you. Number 1, you can do this. You're resilient. You got this. Okay. Again, the wall. What's keeping you behind that wall? Is it safe? Is it a habit of doing that maybe our shadow work is telling us that we need to release? Is it because of hurts in the past? Your emotions have made you blind to the fact that putting up walls to keep you safe has also kept everything out of your life that you desire out. And now it's time to release that, to open up to it. Fucking beautiful message, man. King of Swords is telling the universe what you want. The King of Swords is not blind to the fact. In fact, it's the opposite. It sees all. You see the eagle here, the hawk or the eagle. It's watching over everything it surveys. It's high on the mountaintop. Its resilience has brought him to the top, to where he can see clearly now, and that simplifies everything, okay? And again, reinforcing the first message is its strength. You can do that. Maybe taming that part of you. Love that card. Could be dealing with a Leo or a fire sign. Mainly a Leo. but open up to it. Don't turn a blind eye. Wow. Let's get some oracles. Yeah. Again, we could be simply addicted to conflict, which defeats us. You know, maybe there's been some conflict going on, which has made you put those walls up. Obstacles and challenges, yes. But let's simplify it. You've always been guided to this. You're really not alone in all of this, too. That's the message I'm getting. Let's look at relationships. So maybe there's something going on here with relationships. Again, what brings you joy? Not conflict and defeat. You know, not focusing on obstacles and challenges. So maybe we need a different approach to this. Okay? Wow. All right. We've got pages and knights here. So Page of Pentacles, opening up to an opportunity, seeing the opportunity here. Of course, feet on the ground. But still, the opportunity's here. The Knight of Cups is bringing something and saying something. So you could have two offers coming in here. Maybe that's what's causing the conflict. Again, messages also coming in for you this week. So pay attention to that. Again, it's all about simplifying what brings you joy and what doesn't. You have to understand that you focus, what you focus on determines your reality. Now more than ever. So be aware of that, especially when it comes to relationships, but you got an opportunity here. So be aware of that. Okay? For some of you, it's just realizing unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. And that's okay. And that's okay. You deserve somebody that's going to be the whole kit and caboodle, not some of it, not a little bit of it, not some fantasy you may have built about them in your head. I get a tendency of doing that. You know what I mean? Not lately, because I just haven't, but I can see that. Also, being vulnerable, opening up to vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Not the one that's unavailable, of course, but the next person that comes along. There's a couple opportunities here that you should seize immediately. And again, simplifying it. Is this going to bring me joy or not? Or is this just going to be a problem? You know, you got to declutter your life. Just not your head, but your life also. Okay, so let's get, what's the vibe? Ooh. All right, so now we're going right back to the relentless craving, the consuming, and all of that is lust. Greed by any means necessary and being inconsiderate. Okay, so maybe that's what we're finding out too. It's more challenges. Again, that full moon ain't pleasant. No one said it was going to be. Boundaries. Disrespectful. Enough is enough and defend yourself. Again, take down the walls and put up boundaries. Yes, it does make you vulnerable. But I'm going to tell you something. Vulnerability is hot as fuck these days. You know why? Because nobody is genuine. I shouldn't say that. People tend not to be genuine. People believe that they have to wear a mask. You know, it's like after you date somebody for like maybe 6 weeks, all the good things happen in all the first couple weeks. And then as time wears on, you're like, who the fuck is this person? And why was I blind to the fact of this? Because they got a good sales pitch. You know what I mean? So be aware of that. Again, different scenarios of how it will fit into you. This is energy and it's fluid, like you should be. Okay? Maybe you've been a little too fluid. Maybe that's the problem. Again. All right, so let's go ahead and get a closing message for you. But you do need to establish boundaries. And that's the thing, you know, you got to simplify things. Well, do I need to be involved in everybody's conflict and obstacles and challenges? Or can I just focus on my own? Simplify your life. That's the big message. So, understanding for you, Cancer. Understanding is the key to deep connections. And once we get away from a situation, we understand why. We understand why it all fell apart. That's what I talk about at the beginning of this video. You got to go check it out because it connects and gives some understanding to what I opened up this whole video with. It was fantastic. So, Cancer, that's going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, I hope this reading resonates with you. Let me know in the comments. Again, that's how I know if it's helping at all, you know? But again, simplify your life, especially if it's fraught with conflict and challenges and obstacles. That means that you're putting those there. Maybe you're allowing people to do it, okay? All right, that's going to do it. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Leo, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading, and this is going to be for May 6th all the way to May 12th. Fellow kings and queens, how you doing? This full moon was happening in our 4th house. This happened on Friday. All about home, security, all of that. And I'm going to tell you as a Leo, I enjoyed myself at home this weekend. I got a lot done. I also, I did a lot of readings. It just seemed like things for me just kind of went smooth until after Sunday. Like Friday was a self-care day. Actually, Friday and Saturday was a self-care day. And because the weather was a little ick and you couldn't go outside and garden or do anything like that, I got some things done inside. I did some things that I normally wouldn't do, I don't know. Sometimes I have a tendency to just keep going and going and going until I pass out at the end of the night. You know what I mean? And this weekend I didn't do that. I kind of took care of myself. I had a good time with myself. I didn't have anybody over. I didn't have any visitors or anything like that, or went out and partying. Nope, I stayed home. And I had it a great time. I almost feel guilty for it, but it was a different weekend. And then, as in between them, I'm doing readings and people are coming in, of course, because of the full moon. They always do, full and new moons. And I'm finding out that a lot of people are realizing that some of this stuff is going under the, crashing, and it's necessary because they deserve so much more. So that's what I kind of went over at the beginning of this video, is that realization that, listen, it ain't over till it's over. And so much more. I mean, I really channeled that message because I was really into this security. I think that's it. This confidence that only us Leos can really fully understand. When we're on board with ourselves, we're unstoppable. And I think that's a missing component that I needed to add, was sometimes, Jeff, with all the work that you do, it's okay to do nothing and just to celebrate you. And that's what I did this weekend, and then I'm finding out the aftermath of the weekend of everybody, the drama and all of that. It's Tuesday and the shit has hit the fan. So gotta be there for the ones I love, though, So again, it's just, that realization, a lot of family stuff going on. Not really, and not so dramatic, but, just things that when you really look at it, kind of necessary to happen. It's all right, though, because life is good and everything works out in my favor. That's what you have to say. Thank you for my beautiful life, So, all right, Leo. Let's get to it. Again, go watch the beginning of the video. It's pretty profound. Just ask me and I'll tell you. Okay, so let's go to the tarot table and begin. All right, so I'm telling you, this full moon is bringing a lot of realizations that, life is fucking to be celebrated and to feel good. Thank you. It's all about pay attention to 919. Odd combination of numbers, but they mean new beginnings. Feck yeah. Feck yeah. You're ready to start a new chapter of your life, Leo. Be open to meeting new people. Okay. All right. I will take that message. Let's go a step further and get our energy oracle cards. This is from our guides. So let's see. Pay attention to the nines. Pay attention to that. Ooh. Nope. Let's get a message for us Leos. What do we have? One message would be good. One message would be wonderful. Of course. There it is. Thank you. And I like this, number 38. Look at the beautiful colors in that. The rose color, the emerald color. And it's the fourth chakra with Archangel Raphael. And the fourth chakra is where? In the heart. What does Leo rule? The heart. Okay? So let's look into that, number 38, Leo. Love, compassion, and self-acceptance. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center, Leo. This card indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. Interesting. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is now finally taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, Leo, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. What a fantastic message. Again, being open to meeting new people, people coming in, the universe aligning it to sending people that match your vibration. Fingers crossed, huh? Fingers crossed. You know how I get with the love department, you know? But I'm open to it. Let's go, universe. Show us how good it can get. Okay? Now, I really want you to pay attention to this week's shadow work card. I want you to pay attention every week to it, but this message this week, with Pluto beginning its retrograde phase till October, is going to be huge, okay? And that's all about working on the shadow, okay? Dark reflection. Leo, when you look into the abyss looks back. This is about truth seeking. This is what Pluto retrograde actually heralds in, is truth revealed and liberation, because the truth can literally set you free. But I also want you to pay attention to this, Leo, is that when we're little kids, and if you've ever seen little kid reaction videos to their shadow, they're terrified, okay? Because they don't realize that the shadow is a part of who they are. And when you realize that, oh, that shadow is just a different reflection of who I am, you don't run away from your shadow, nor you should. You shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Very profound kind of message there. Don't be afraid of the shadow, okay? Because it's a reflection of you. It literally is. Okay? And opening your heart to new beginnings with meeting new people. I'm down for that. I'm really open to that. You know, I can bitch, piss, and moan about all relationships. Oh, I don't have time. I don't know if I can love anybody anymore. You know what I mean? I go through this shit constantly. Been doing it for years. It's almost a fucking repetitive cycle. Almost. It is, Jeff. But I'm saying, again, I'm coming to this realization that that's not necessarily true. So we're going to get the Earthbound oracles. None of those said keep. Okay. And we're going to get 3 messages. That one does, though. So can I have 2 more for Leo, please? 2 more messages to keep going on with this weekly message for them. For us, of course, for us. 1 more for the road. 1 for the road. Leo, getting our Earthbound oracle. All right, so yes, I know they didn't fall in sequential order, but this one wants to show itself first, and it's vision. And you can see, spreading your wings, you're ready to fly. However, the wise owl has its eyes covered. And what the message here is, don't blind yourself to the vision that could be yours because of either the dark reflection or refusing to see the truth and not opening your heart. Now, let's get the other messages. Yeah, release. And you can see that Lily is releasing some moisture, so release, proverbial and physical, and labor, putting in the work to taking the blindfold off the vision and releasing the blindfold. And you can see how that flower is kind of budding out of that. And then we have this. I'm telling you, pay attention, Leo. Pay attention. Put in the work. Keep that vision alive. Don't be blinded. Don't blind by your vision. Release expectations. I'm getting that message for you also. Fuck yeah, man. Excellent. Let's get to it. Wow, Leo. Okay, let's get the main message. Huh. Fuck yeah. Okay, so now I understand this. And this goes just like this. Look at this shit. Guys, you can't make this up, okay? We've got the Tower. Okay. If we're talking about the past or recent events, yes, sure. Our foundations have been shaken. It feels like just fucking mayhem. Is that an owl up there? Oh, that's a hawk. And a squirrel. Squirrel. But yes, release the chaos, okay? The Ten of Swords is, and I think that's what's got you blinded, okay? Not only that, but the Ten of Swords is also here. You're done taking arrows for other people. You're done letting other people encroach on your vision that may have put a blindfold on it, that may have closed your heart off because of past relationships that have been chaotic. And then we have the Ten of Wands, another 10, 2 10s, releasing your burdens. These are payoffs. Let's put 10s on the board. There it is. Success, completion, and payoff. So the message here is that your vision is blinded because of this, and you need to release this and put in the work to release your burdens, to wake up to a new beginning. This is it, Leo. This is it. Open up to it. Wow. Let's get some oracles to reinforce that also. I mean, holy shit. Let's put, can we fit 10? Yeah, we'll put 10 on this side right here. There we go. Because we got those 2 10s. Now, let's get some oracles to reinforce it. So great message so far. The worst is over with now, especially because there's a completion here. I'm telling you. Wow. Movements, choices, and decisions to make, Leo. Yes, with the Two of Pentacles. Again, yes, things have been chaotic. It's put you out of balance, but remove the blindfold, okay? Two of Cups, spiritual union. When you release, you open up things to new. The number 2, 2 10s. The number 2, 2 10s. Again, you release, you open up 2 things that are coming into your life. And positive movement forward, putting in the work, and it pays off. Beautiful, brilliant energy here. Mud on. Let's get relationships and romance and all of that, because this is screaming relationship. Maybe that new chapter is meeting somebody in your life, finally, okay? Holy shit. All right, so after much deception in relationships, after much self-deception that has preceded this, of course, It's time to be strategic. It's time to keep our emotions, release any emotions that you are still harboring about the past and relationships. I want you to pay attention to the Strength card. That's your card, Leo. This is it. You're strong enough to open up to this new beginning. The Eight of Wands again. Well, not again, but the Eight of Wands is movement forward. Messages coming in. You could be receiving messages. The Sun. That's your energy. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, another 10. That's 3 10s. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. But it's time. You hear this bird outside my window? It's like going along with the message. It's whistling at the right times. It was like... All right. Also, we have 3 8s. Let's put 8s on the board. Pay attention to these numbers. 919, 101010, and 888. Abundance, achievement, staying focused, especially on your vision. Beautiful fucking energy here, especially when it comes to relationships and meeting other people. You've got this down now. Let's get messages of love. What a excellent reading. And all indicators of Leo. The 4th house chakra card. The 4th chakra card. The Strength card, that's Leo. The Sun card, that's Leo. I mean, come on. Beautiful. Let's get messages of love. Let's see what else they add to this. Oh boy. Maybe you got something to say. Maybe I'm afraid to say it. Passion. Try something you've never done before. Okay? Get that Leo passion back, baby. Open up that heart. God damn, people just they can't help but be drawn to your light. They're moths to the flame, and you're the flame. Fate. This is a destined partnership. The 10s say it. The 8s say it. Everything says it, Leo. Now I'm a Leo, so I'm gonna step back, but I'm gonna look at this personally for me. It's time. Why not? Why not? It's not necessary in my life right now, but it would make things so great. It would make things so great. It's the cherry on top of my beautiful banana split. You know what I mean? All right. Let's get what's the vibe. This is a fucking fantastic reading. I mean, this is just a fantastic reading. So, is that it? Yes. What's the vibe? And there's a possibility. Follow your dreams. Make up your mind and believe in yourself. This is power. And you see that person connecting. Leo, it's time to open it. Time to open up if you're single. And if it's just not maybe about love, this could be a partnership, business-wise, something like that. Because the 2 of Cups always just shows a partnership. It could even just be you connecting with you and having a better relationship with yourself, which is, it's time. And I was just talking about that I was doing that this weekend. That made me feel more secure in who I am and how I carry myself. I've carried myself totally different in the last few days. It feels good. So that can only attract like energy. You know what I mean? So we'll see. All right. So let's get a closing message for you, Leo. How long have we been doing this for? Yeah, look at that. Almost 20 minutes. I'm telling you, this week I am just so locked in to these messages that I just kind of lose track of time. And I'm sure you don't mind, you know, because this is, I mean, check this. I mean, look at this message. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm taking that one that fell on the floor because it kind of landed on my foot and just looked right up at me. So your closing message for you this week, Leo, is transformation. Because transformation is the soul's evolution. And it's time now to really open up to transformation. And we are going through so much transformation. We've gone through a Scorpio full moon that heralds in what? Transformation. We're going Pluto retrograde. What does that handle? Transformation. And the truth being revealed. Slowing down and actually kind of taking stock at what's going on around you, Leo. It's very important to do that at this time right now, okay? So, with that being said, congratulations in advance. And you always knew it was possible. So, Leo, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, let me know how the messages hit for you this week. And I love you all, fellow kings and queens. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Virgo, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading. And this is going to be for May 6th, all the way to May 12th. So Virgo, hope you are having a fantastic week. Even with that full moon energy that we had this weekend, it could have been a little crazy, a little bit out of control, but you know what? Sometimes it's a little necessary, and I hope that you're coming to realize that, okay? Please go ahead and check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video, because there's a message there, and hopefully it can resonate with you, all right? Let me know in the comments, of course, if it does. Or if it doesn't, either way, you know what I mean? I can take it. But sorry, I'm a little out of breath. Before I went and recorded your video, I kind of like, because I record videos one right after the other when I'm doing the midweek reset. And I'll go out and like, you know, go to the bathroom, or like I'll stop a video after I'm done and, you know, do what I got to do, you know, take a drink of water, you know, walk around a little bit. And I was just lifting some weights and then I came in, sat down and hit record. So I'm a little out of breath and my arms feel really good, but yeah. So check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of the video. It's like 20 minutes long, but I think the message hits really well for where we're at right now, Virgo. Okay. So without further ado, I love you. And let's go to the tarot table and get our angel numbers. This is how we start off our readings, of course. And maybe you've been seeing these numbers. Also, we also pay attention to the angel numbers that appear in your reading throughout the reading. So let's go ahead, and get your angel numbers for this week. Okay, there it is. And it's 666. Yes, it's the number of the beast. No, it's not. That was compromise. What it really means is a refocusing of your energy. And you see that full moon behind it. Just realize what I said. You see the full moon behind this beautiful angel? It's refocused to find balance between your material and spiritual aspects of life and stop putting so much emphasis on material things. Of course, you're an earth sign, so you're going to gravitate towards more material things, but we're out of balance because of it. So we need to refocus. And to reiterate the number 666, you know, everyone just cringes when they just hear those words, those numbers, but it's not necessarily true. It's not at all true, in fact. It's about putting yourself in realignment and harmony in relationships and doing some reflecting, okay? And with this retrograde energy, it's perfect time to realign in relationships, reflection and refocus, okay? So I'm going to leave those there just so it's just not so, you know. Now let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy Oracle cards. I like using this deck. And of course, it's not about what I like. My intuition, my guides, whatever you want to call it. I say they. And not because they demand pronouns. I just say they. They tell me what I'm opening up with, even when I want to choose something else. You know, I almost didn't choose these. But as soon as I started putting it back in the box, my intuition was like, no, it's this deck this week. So I have to go with it. Okay, ooh, number 45. Man holding a heart. Well, hello. Wow. Okay, so far, Virgo, we'll take it. I've never gotten these cards before, and I've gotten woman holding a heart, man holding a coin, and now we get man holding a heart. So interesting. I love his hair. That's how my hair used to be in the 80s. It really was. I looked like a bitch. A sexy bitch, of course. So let's get it. My stomach hurts. Let's get a... Okay, so this is a male, it could be male or female, dealing with family, love, or emotions. So this tender man sits with flowers around, holding a heart in his hand. This signals greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in your life. There could be more of a balanced approach, okay, to family and love at this time. So again, refocus, realignment with relationships. Even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. For some, this could signal the presence of a new man in your life. All right, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family, or home issues are concerned. Again, so maybe that's what we're putting the focus on, is this male energy coming in to kind of put in the reflection. Or it could just mean somebody that you've been, putting it out there with the universe. And finally, the universe says, payoff time, Let's go further. Now, I really want you to pay attention to your shadow work message for this week, okay? Because Pluto is going retrograde, and Pluto retrograde is all about shadow work, okay? And it's close-minded. Virgo, you getting called out. Unwilling to consider other perspectives or entertain new ideas keeps you close-minded. So be more open. Have an openness. Be receptive to other ways of skinning this cat. And you can see the moon behind him. That's twice that we've had that. Maybe that's bringing aware that you just can't be closed-minded. They're old beliefs and they need to go, okay? Especially when it comes to love, especially when it comes to your relationships of all kinds. Okay? All right. Let's get the Earthbound Oracle and see what they have. 3 cards, 3 little messages, no guidebook to read from. All right, we got 2. Thank you. Let's get one more. One more for Virgo. So Virgo, you're in a great spot to realign to a lot. Family relationships, personal relationship, love interest, anything like that. But we just got to be open. We can't be so close-minded. All right, so number 1 is fire. Yeah, get that fire, that spark back. This could also mean passion. Okay? Actually, we're putting that there. Second one is cycle. Pay attention to the moon cycle. That's the 3rd full moon we've seen here. So things coming in cycles. And wealth. Maybe you're opening up to a new abundance. There is definitely, especially when you refocus your energy, of course that opens up to wealth. Because you're letting go of the closed-mindedness, maybe the lack mentality, okay? Again, you're realigning and refocusing your energy. I love that. Wow. Maybe you've got the final push, the fire, the spark to complete a cycle here. Maybe a closing out of one and a new one coming in, because the cycles always are cycling. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think I'm going to go this way. So we have the star. The star is basically a great time for healing. The message here, though, is picture this picture this opportunity here as there's a birthday cake in front of you with all kinds of candles lit. And it's time for you to close your eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candles. That's what the star is kind of telling me here, is that trust the cycle, okay? You're in. Break the cycle that you're in, especially if it's closed-mindedness. The Ten of Wands is releasing that burden. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to move on. I'm completing a cycle here. So a lot of karma being played out here. Good karma, I should say, because you're realigning. The King of Pentacles I put at the end of the reading. You would think that I would put the Ten of the Wands here. But no, the Ten of Wands is what's crucial for the King of Wands to steer the course, to trust that you're going in the right direction with confidence. Opening up to wealth also. So there's that. But you got to take the initiative to know that the universe has your back to release your burdens, and the universe will take care of that for you. You just say, all right, universe, let's go. Okay? Very good. Now, let's get some oracles to reinforce this. And see what else we have. So a great time for healing, to release your burdens, to complete a cycle here, which opens you up to more love and life and everything that you envision in your life. You know, you're realigning to your vision. And I like that. And then sometimes, it takes a push to get that going. Yeah, the Tower card is, sure, you could focus on all the disruption. That's the closed-mindedness of it all. But is it necessary? And when you get the Tower card, it's saying, listen, the foundations were never built on solid ground. And when it comes down, you can rebuild on a stronger foundation. Yes, speaking of stronger foundation, there's the authority here. Take your power back over the situation. The Emperor and the King of Pentacles shows that energy of being authoritative. Realignment, absolutely, by empowerment. This week's messages have been fantastic. I think I say that almost every week. I don't know why I'm surprised, but that's kind of like my childlike nature, is that I'm just amazed that, the messages that come out, and you can't make this shit up. You got to be a real good bullshit artist to come up with some of the stuff that comes out in these readings. You know what I mean? And I don't even think a bullshit artist could actually get away with it. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I would never bullshit you, but holy shit. All right, this one wanted to come out too. Okay, so let's look at relationships, love, all of that. Well, first of all, hold on. These cards were all face down except for this one. And in my practice, they want me to focus on this one. So as far as relationships go, take stock of what energy you're putting into it. You put in the work that pays off, okay? And put your time and focus into relationships that only do that. However, okay, you may not be really opening up to an opportunity here because of the disruption that you're focusing on, because of the closed-mindedness that starts this cycle that needs to be released. I really enjoy this, and this is promising, as the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And when they come out together in the same suit, that's a 0.02% chance of that happening. So pay attention to this. What this is saying is, you can open up to a great match, but communication is important for this. And I think that your next relationship, that's where it's all based on. You know what I mean? Being communicative, bridging that gap, speaking your truth. You want somebody that's just going to be the exact same way as you. Put the work into that and it will pay off. But there's a message here. If you're not paying attention, it could be right in front of your face and you're not even... Again, you're not paying attention to it. So let's get messages of love. All right. So first one is unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Maybe that's what these King and Queen of Swords indicates. Are two strong-minded people that work, got to get it done. And there's not too much time for you guys. Well, it's time now, I think, to slow down. That's what this Taurus energy is teaching us this week. To slow down and to open up to it. Okay? Work on your relationships also. Again, refocus, realignment, and all of that. Pay attention. Finances, financial challenges are affecting this connection. And basically, finances are one of the number one things that do interfere with love and couples and all that. Unfortunately, it does, but here we are, so that could be an issue that you're dealing with. So again, communicate. All right, let's get what's the vibe. Interesting. So, isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. So, what this is saying is, because of that, you're not seeing the opportunity here, okay? And masculine energy. God damn, Virgo, you're getting all the fucking hot cards, And the masculine energy is about authority, discipline. Maybe this all stems from father issues, daddy issues, I mean, the Emperor card is also out with this. The King of Pentacles is out with this. So again, the King of Swords. So again, could be some male issues that are going on here. Could be simple as that. Communicating is effective for this, all right? So let's go ahead and get a closing message for you, Virgo. And see what we have. So this is very interesting. Very interesting. So your closing message, Virgo, goes right along with your shadow work. Embrace change. Embrace change and welcome new possibilities. So much transformation going on with everybody's sign. Instead of sitting in this, I'm stuck in my ways and that's the way it goes. Well, life passes you by. You know what I mean, Virgo? So pay attention to that. All right, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, let me know how this reading affected you and how it hits. All right? I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Libra, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for May 6th all the way to May 12th. So Libra, hope you are on your way to a fantastic week and raising your vibration, because that's why you're here. Because we're going to help you do that, all right? So this full moon that happened on Friday could have shook the foundation on just about everything. Your security, your value, on how you feel. This happened in your second house. Maybe your income structure, something like that. But what this brings to light is, what are you letting into your life that adds value to it? Are you allowing more into your life because you deserve it? That's all second house issues. And healing that aspect of you, opening up to more. You deserve more. So allow that. Welcome that into your life. I've only allowed myself this much. And now there's no ceiling to what's available to me because I know I'm worth it. That is powerful. Shit. Remember that, okay? Make sure you go and check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video. I got a channeled message that I hope resonates with you and at least helps you through this time of great transformation. Lots going on. We're in an in-between time, so it can be awkward also, but it's uncomfortably awkward so we can shake it off, you know what I mean? And once we do, we feel liberated, we feel transformed, all right? So make sure you go check out the cosmic weather at the beginning. So let's go to the tarot table and start our fucking reading. Yeah. Let's start with our angel numbers. I'm just in a mood, and it's a good one, of course. Usually when I say I'm in a mood, people are like, uh-oh. All right, Libra, this week, pay attention to 232 with trust. Love that. Beautiful energy. Trust in yourself and the universe. Have faith in the divine plan and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. And that is so important right now. Interesting. Trust that everything works out in your favor, that everything unfolds as it should, and that there's a reason why things happen. Sorry, I had to take a little bit of my water. Now, let's continue that message in this theme. Let's see if it's going to continue. Of course it will. We're going to get a message from our guides from the Energy Oracle cards. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. So pay attention to 232. You'll probably see that a lot this week. All right. And this is number 4 with happy family. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. Let's open up to it and read about it. Why did I say open up to it? Maybe that's what you need to do, Libra, is open up to it. So this is closeness, fun, and caring. The rainbow over this happy family pretends a time of joy and celebration. Close connections are available, so don't overlook the fun and frivolity that a friend or family experience can bring. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend brings a higher vibration to your life force. You may be distracted or busy, but remember to put this part of your life in the forefront of your priorities. If you're single, this may be an indication of a potential meeting and perhaps relationship with someone who has children from a previous marriage. This ready-made family might bring some challenges, but it could be your destiny in this lifetime. This card may also simply signify a celebration coming, such as a wedding, anniversary, a birthday party, so enjoy it. And I want you to pay attention to this affirmation for this week and say it with me. I open myself to a new chapter. Oh my God, let me rewind this. Ooh, la, la, la. I open myself to a new and deeper experience of family. And I am ready to see greater happiness there. I know that I am the loving family that I need. Wow. Interesting. Trust that you too can have a happy family, especially with yourself. Now, I want you to pay attention to your shadow work card this week because Pluto is getting ready to go direct. In fact, it does on Wednesday, today, if you're watching this. And Pluto Retrograde always signifies shadow work. All right, so your shadow work to work on this week, importantly, is being stubborn. It can denote perseverance, but it also may hinder your progress. So you got to be flexible. You got to have some resolve, and it's all part of your growth. To reach that happy family moment, to trust in the universe, you can't be stubborn. Well, I only want it this way. There's many ways to approach this, okay? But you're being stubborn in some form or fashion. So let's add some earthbound oracles to it. We're going to get 3 messages for you, Libra. Let's begin. Okay, we got 1 and 3. All right. Wow. Interesting. So we have fear. All right. We're fearful. What? That you may lose your happy family? Maybe some of you have. Maybe through breakup or divorce or something like that. So what you do is release. Release the fear. And home. Wow. Home is where you make it. You know what I mean? Home is essential. So there's a big focus on home. Interesting message here. Wow. So maybe you're opening up to a new home. Something is going on here, and you just can't be stubborn. You have to trust the flow that the universe is providing here. It's always in a flow state. You're the one that's opposite of it because of fear. Maybe if you let this go, You open up to a true new life. Oh my God, are you kidding me? And the Ten of Pentacles just reinforces this. This is incredible. Wow. Yeah, the Hierophant, you have to have faith, trust, faith. The Seven of Wands, you got to stand your ground. You deserve a happy family. You deserve a happy home. You need to release the fear of never having it. You got to put up boundaries with other people also. The terrain looks rough, but you're still going to endure it. You're ready. And it pays off with the Ten of Pentacles. This could be a blessing in disguise, but you're being too stubborn to see it. Oh my God. Oof. And, you know, I don't care. I think that this will actually reinforce the message here. But my son is a Libra, and he just broke up with a long-term relationship. And he's a Libra. And I'm trying to tell him that this is the best thing that could have ever happened for him. But right now, it's too tender. It's, you know, I try to motivate you that this is, if something goes fucking wonky, it's because it wasn't aligned to what you truly deserve. And it's not to suffer. It's to fucking be happy. But look at this. You're letting yourself deceive. You want what other people have. You don't envy. You open up to what you deserve. And it's a lot more than what you've allowed. The Knight of Wands, yeah. Suffering in silence. I mean, the Nine of Swords, that's anxiety and positive movement forward. It couldn't be more reinforced with the Ten of Pentacles. This is a great payoff here. But fear and stubbornness and deception and envy are the things here that need to be released. Okay? Wow. So let's go ahead and look at relationships. I'm almost afraid to. You know? Wow. Yeah. You have to realize that this is a self-imposed prison. Take the blindfold off. You're not stuck. Take the mask off. It's deception. Trust. Have faith. The Page of Wands is saying you're taking things way too seriously. This is actually a new beginning for change, and you should fucking take it. The Six of Swords is saying you're finally coming out of stormy waters. You're moving on, and it's good. The Temperance card is saying have patience with yourself. Trust the universe's divine plan. That's it right there. Wow. Let's get messages of love. Wow. Okay. Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. That's right. You need your people. You're not alone. You've got this. You've got plenty of support. Okay? And longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Again, and they can make their intentions true. I'm telling you, you got to trust the plan here. It's not over till it's over. All right? Let's get what's the vibe. And see what we have. Yeah, so, yeah, that's what happened. You know, my poor boy. But it's not like he didn't know this was coming. He sure fucking did. Healing, self-care, introspection, and meditation. Yes, going within. Doing some healing about all of this. Releasing that fear. Releasing the deception. Taking off the blindfold. And opening up to this. Intimacy. Mutual respect. Unity and closeness. That's what you deserve. Open up to that. Instead of suffering in silence and being deceived. Think about that. Okay? Let's get a closing message for you, Libra. Again, this energy has been rough. but it's all for a necessary purpose. Yes, absolutely. Libra, I couldn't have said it better myself. We need to trust, have faith, and have hope. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. You hold on to that. Absolutely. What a beautiful message if you're having a hard time, because this is all speaking it very clearly. And Libra, we're sending you love and healing and great vibrations, of course. You know? But there's better for you. And that's what this universe is telling you to trust. You just have to have faith, and you have to always hold hope. Always. Because it will never fail you. It never will. All right? Okay. That is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Libra, I'm telling you, there's positive movement forward. This message was very, very positive. But you got to get over yourself. And people that are just shitty to you. You know what I mean? Because you deserve better. And you can open up to that. It's transformative, of course, and we're going through it. All right, Libra, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Scorpio, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading, and this one is for May 6th all the way to May 12th, so welcome, Scorpio. Hope you are hanging in there and having a fairly good time. Make it a great time. How you feel? I feel great. You say that all the time. Don't be like, well, living the dream. Do you ever hear people that give those things, you know? I'm doing great. Thank you. Life is wonderful, even when you just cried your eyes out in the bathroom. Everything's vibration. What kind of vibration are you putting out there, Scorpio? And this full moon is asking to transform. Let's look at the dark parts of ourselves, Scorpio. Let's go deep. Let's eliminate them. Let's heal ourselves. Let's set ourselves free. Let's transform. You know, you're not only the scorpion with the stinger, you're also the phoenix that rises from the ash. Be the phoenix. Your basic instinct is to sting, to attack, okay? But your true transformation lies when you become the phoenix and rise from the ashes. I want you to go ahead and check out the beginning of this video for a very important message in the cosmic weather portion, where we talk about the astrology and the energy that is happening this week for us and how May continues. But it's a message that I think we need to hear. Maybe you need to hear it. And I hope that it helps. You know, let me know in the comments if it does. But it's very profound. So go and take the time to watch it. It's 20 minutes. If you're driving from home, it's great. You know what I mean? If you're cleaning the house, you got me in the background. I love that. A lot of people do that, you know, or they sit and watch me like a TV program on their TV, because I can see which devices people are watching most. It's their phones and TVs. So that's cool. I'm on the big screen. Okay, so Scorpio, without further ado, so go watch the cosmic weather. That's what I'm telling you. Let's go to the tarot table and begin our little journey. Thank you so much for being here, of course. Let's start with our angel number, shall we? Ooh, well, let's do it. And it's all about 432. Pay attention to those numbers, because it signifies grounding energy. See that full moon? Look at that. Scorpio, you were reminded of the importance of staying grounded and centered amidst life's up and downs. Connect with your inner strength and stability, finding peace and balance within yourself. Yes, get outside and ground this week. We talked about that also at the beginning of this video. Go outside and ground. Ground your dreams, ground your vision. You're building something new here. Lay the foundation, a strong one, not a shifty one, but a strong one. Let's get a message from our guides. This is the Energy Oracle deck. I like using that. Let's see what the message is from our guides at this time, okay? There it is. And so it is. Ooh. And it's number 8 with indecision. Wow. Which way to go? They're both unknown. One leads to transformation, but you got to decide. Okay, let's read up on it. Number 8, indecision. I don't think I've ever gotten this card, to tell you the truth. There's a lot of cards I haven't gotten today in these readings. Let's see. All right, so which choice to make? This card makes the presence of 2 or more possible choices in your life, Scorpio. It shows you anxiously looking at 2 roads, wondering which would be the better choice. Yet, you are standing still, feeling confused by the up and down emotions of your present indecision. You could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force draining away from you. This indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that's been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirit guides lead you. Consider which direction resonates with you the best, the most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make the honoring choice. I want you to repeat this affirmation throughout this whole week, okay? And you can make this decision by staying grounded in it, okay? Here's the affirmation. Say it with me, Scorpio. I release fear and move forward. Move forward with courage and trust. I have the power to direct my own destiny, now and always. Wow. Profound message here. When you're not making a decision, what are you doing? You're standing still. Time is passing you by, and it drains you when you should be making that decision. What's best for you? Now, Scorpio, I want you to pay attention more closely to your shadow work card this week, because Pluto Retrograde is all about transformation. So let's see where it pertains to us. And it's escapism. Detach from daily struggles and relax. Don't use it as a form of avoidance. So yes, relaxation is necessary, but also so is facing reality. And sometimes, because things get going, you do nothing but check out, and you can't escape because the problems are still there when you come back from your little escape or your go hide away. You know what I mean? And it leads you to more indecision. Follow me on that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some earthbound oracles. 3 messages to consider. I like doing things in 3s. I think you can tell that. Okay. Let's get one more for Scorpio. Nobody said it was easy. I want you to pay attention to that. What song is that? Time. Yes. Time is a construct for us to have some kind of control, but you are wasting your time, and it is time now to make a decision. Okay? Because you've been wasting time. Heal that part of yourself that wastes the time, that makes you escape also. The arrow's pointing to the escape, and it's also the indecision. So there's a part of you that needs to be healed in order to make a decision because, you were wounded from something in the past that creates this. An arcana in Latin means secret, okay? Hidden. So this full moon can very well show you the errors of your ways. Yes, we escape instead of facing reality. We don't make a decision. We stand there in place, wasting time in the indecision, trying to decide. Follow me on that. Very clear. Oof. Wow. And it seems like when you face this energy head on, then it starts to work. That's a hard pill to swallow this week, but it's the truth, guys. It's the truth. All right, yep, there it is. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is a very self-sabotaging energy. It's also taking wounds. It's letting go of this negative energy, and everyone's got their arrows pointed to me. It's an end to blaming everybody else when it's you, you know? But I like the Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles shows that I deserve better. I'm done taking arrows for everybody else's shit. Again, the arrows are part of your healing process. The Ten of Swords is a great, I'm letting this go. I'm no longer escaping, okay? The Three of Pentacles is recognition and reward. So this shows you if you put in the work, it pays off. If you don't make the decision, you waste time. You wither away. All right, let's get some oracles. Let's add some more to it. Whew. Fucking hell, man. For real, you know? Wow. Ooh, whoa, hey, whoa. They want me to keep that one. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, there we go. Obstacles and challenges. Okay? Sure, that's when that's all you focus on. That's all that's going to appear in your life. I guarantee it. Okay? Financial and material changes. This is the Five of Pentacles. What this shows is, sure, maybe there's a finance part involved in this indecision, but again, you should open up to abundance instead of feeling the scarcity of it. But this goes deeper. And the reality is that I think you fear of failure. That's what it comes down to. The good news is that you're moving on with the Six of Swords. You're definitely doing that. You're coming out of the dark into the light. Good. Again, we're not being the scorpion, we're being the phoenix. Okay? Now let's look at relationships. How is this affecting relationships? Can't be doing very well if we're just focused on obstacles and challenges and a horrible self-worth. We're escaping and not facing the reality. So, interesting. Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah. Three of Swords. Regret, remorse, anxiety. Sure, when you focus on that, that's exactly what you get. And I think right now, you're making the decision that, okay, well, what am I going to do? Victor or victim? That's what it comes down to. And I think that some of you Scorpios have been in a victim mentality and there's nobody to blame for it. You know what I mean? So I don't want you to feel bad about it. But put in the work into your relationships, because what you get out of life is only what you put into it. The life in the world doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't owe you a fucking thing. You've been given everything in your life to bloom, to grow, to prosper. It is up to you to grab that, to claim that, to know that you are worthy of it. Especially when it comes to relationships. But you're too worried about a lot of other fucking shit. It doesn't make any sense at all. All right? So we've got what? Obsession. Okay, so here we go, Scorpio. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Guess who? You. Okay? I'm trying to lighten it up because I almost feel myself getting a little bitchy, so I don't want to. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I'm hearing this message. All right? Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. That's right. You're in denial. You're escaping it. Open up to it. You don't have the answers yet. Open up to them and they will come. Instead, you beat yourself up to it because you can't figure it out. It's not your fucking job to figure it out. Your job is to trust the journey and go with it. You're really ruining it for yourself, you know? God, am I really speaking to myself in this one, you know? It's the truth, though. I had to pull my socks up. All right, so let's get what's the vibe? Pay attention, man. Pay attention to this. I'm telling you. Oh God, and it just gets so Scorpio from here. Toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible. It doesn't need to be dramatic. Some people get so acclimated to television and how life is dramatized. You know, before they had to say, this is a dramatization. Because life doesn't flow that way. It's not that fucking dramatic. So you can stop being so fucking dramatic. You know what I mean? There's also this. Envy, resentful, competitive, and discontent. And that starts the fire. That rages. That's uncontrollable and burns everything it touches. No burning bridges, especially with yourself. You know, there's a strong indication here, Scorpio, that you got to put in the work. And if you're not seeing results, it's because you're not putting in the work. You are capable of putting in the work and doing it and actually really benefiting from this, because this isn't all calling you out. It's doing that to show you, look at what you can have. And it's so much more than what you've allowed yourself. So let's get a closing message. Oop, there it is right there. Boom skis. Yeah, beautiful. And it's resilience. Resilience is your source of strength and challenges. It's that phoenix rising from the ashes. This too shall pass. Stop being so fucking dramatic. The only reason why it's hitting you hard in the face is because you refused to deal with it. Now here we are, and it's okay. Because once you deal with it, it's gone. Make the decision. You deserve better, period. Don't let past things, my traumas, fuck your traumas. Because if you keep putting them in front of every fucking thing you want to do in life, they're always going to be there. And then you're going to get pissed off at the world, the universe, God, whatever it is, because you're not getting what you want. And you're not allowing yourself to do that. And I could go on and on and on. So understand that, okay? I say this with love, peace and love, okay? All right, that is going to do it for you, Scorpio. You know, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if this hit for you, you know, especially the beginning message too. I think they kind of correlate together, but it's not about giving you the what for. It's understanding and listening to the message. The message is important. Remember, this ain't coming from me. This is coming from you. You're seeing this. There's no denying this. How do I know what's going on in your life? This is a general Scorpio reading. So remember that, okay? And I love you. And you got support. And you can do this because you're resilient. You are the fucking phoenix. Rise from these ashes. Okay? All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon, hopefully. Sagittarius, welcome to your Midweek Reset Tarot reading. And this is for May 6th all the way to May 12th. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad you are here watching. I'm in a mood today, as you can tell. Go ahead and check out the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, because I was just prompted to kind of channel this message, and I hope that it resonates with you. I hope it helped. You know, some of the messages this week are kind of like, I almost feel like I'm yelling at you, and I want you to understand this. When I do a tarot reading for general Sagittariuses like you know, all the Sagittariuses out there, or if I have a person in front of me, I don't take any credit for what comes out of this snout. For the cards that fall on the table, to how they all arrange themselves, and how my higher guidance interprets them. I am nothing but the card shuffler and the mouthpiece. Your energy is channeling through me in some miraculous way. I do it for all Sagittariuses. So if I do get a little loud, and not only that, I'm passionate about life. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about the messages that come through this mouthpiece, through these hands. I take no credit for it whatsoever. And that's just a disclaimer, because I don't want you to be turned off by it. Usually some people are like, well, he's telling me what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm suggesting what's available to you. It's all energy. So you either relate to it or not, I just don't want you to do that. So I want you to be aware of that. But check out the message at the beginning, the cosmic weather. It's 20 minutes long, for God's sake. With all this full moon energy that just happened, you're dealing with this in your 12th house. So you're really getting rid of all the shit inside of here, hopefully. And you could even be doing it physically also, but this energy is pushing us towards a transformation. It looks fucking frightening. It's scary. It's change, but it's good. Trust me, it's good for you. Okay? So with that said, let's go ahead and go to the tarot table and begin. Okay? I just wanted to put that out there because I just gave Scorpio a fucking... I gave them a tongue lashing, and I don't want to, it's not me. It's not being holier than thou. We are on the same level, you and me. You know what I mean? And I want you to clearly understand that. I do not live a holier than thou life. I am in the shit just as much as you are. And I'm honest. What you see is what you get. There's no fucking mask here. I've worn them for years. I've taken them off, and I hope you come to that realization too. So let's get to it, Sag. Let's go with our numbers. And our numbers this week are 646. And this is about security. You see that full moon? Work hard and stay disciplined to unlock a happy, wealthy, and successful life. Yes, that's right. It takes work. Your guardian angels are here to help you. So you're being guided. You can rest assured that you have the support that you need, But yeah, you need to work hard. It takes a lot to keep your energy high. And the only way to do that is to constantly correct the little devil, the little voice in your head that says, fuck it, burn it all to the ground. You know what I mean? We don't listen to that voice, but it's there. But if we listen to it, it's going to get louder and unavoidable. And then it really fucks things up, Let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy Oracle card deck. What do we have for... Which one? The one that's right in your lap? Ooh. And look at this. Number 24 with adjacent possibilities. So many possibilities, so many ways to get to where we want to go. But one path is illuminated more than the others. Let's read up on it. Number 24. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6, 4, 6. 6. Pay attention to that. Look, right on the top of the deck. Realignment, harmony, and relationships and reflection. Just to put the 6s into context here. Let's go ahead and read it up for you though, Sag. Thank you so much for being here. Many considered options. Sometimes the force of habit keeps you stuck and unaware of potentially healthier and happier choices at hand. Yet every moment gives you the option to open a different door and take a different course. Whether it's in your thoughts, behaviors, or major life decisions. The Adjacent Possibilities card is here to tell you that you have many options and it's time to take a wider look at things. As you consider the many life choices available, you'll feel more and more empowered and motivated to make the decisions that bring happiness, strength, and forward motion. In terms of your goals, and gold, hey, you never know. This card could indicate unknown and previously unconsidered ideas. Maybe that's what's gold, is some of your ideas there. I didn't misstep on that word by accident. Perhaps there's a marketing tool you haven't thought of, a connection you haven't tapped, or even an entirely different direction that would be more suited to you. be conscious, be aware, and be flexible and willing to take new and different action now. Now, that's the kicker right there, Sag, is that you've got to be open to different possibilities here, okay? There's many ways to get to where you want to go. And I think that if you stay focused and stay disciplined, with the help of your guardian angels and your team, you will get to where you need to go. Now, let's get our shadow work, and I want you to pay extra attention to your shadow work for this week because Pluto is beginning its retrograde phase all the way till October 17th. So again, this is a great time to get exactly this, inner balance. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. So this is stepping into wholeness, understanding that there is a duality in everything. And we have to find that balance in between, that sweet spot. I love that. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. And what you can accept is that there's many ways to do this. And yes, it's going to take some hard work. It's not a add water and stir kind of solution. Well, I think happy, so I'm going to be happy. Well, do you do it consistently? Do you feel happy? Feelings and thinking go hand in hand to put out that vibration. Think about that, okay? Now, let's get 3 Earthbound Oracle cards for you. There's 2. Can I have one more for Sagittarius, please? Keep the one in the middle. Okay, that's weird. That's that one. Okay. Let's do it. And this one wants to be shown first. And it's death. But it's not what you think it is. It's an ending. And there's possibilities with this ending. What's it lead to? Growth. That's the cycle of life. You know what I mean? And guide. You are being guided. So again, Sagittarius, put an end to maybe feeling like you're doing this alone. That maybe is what's persisting here, is that maybe something's got to end so something can grow. You're being guided to understand that. What a fucking profound message. That's great. All right, let's get the real message here. And I don't want you to look at that as, oh my God. What that is saying is there's something here that needs to end, that there's more ways to get to your goal than you are allowing yourself to. You know what I mean? And you're being guided to that possibility because it's part of your growth. Wow. Okay, is that it? Yep, that is. Wow. Damn. All right, so we have the 8 of Swords. You're stuck in a mentality. This is what needs to go. It's self-imposed. It's the thoughts that are betraying you here. We have the 8 of Pentacles. There's a new way to approach this. Focus on your skills. It's time to put your focus on those instead of being stuck. Again, what you resist persists. And the Empress. There's an idea here that needs to come to fruition that you've been holding on to, that maybe you're stuck on. I'm telling you, this is empowerment also, okay? I like the 8s too. There's also that figure 8 on the skull here. Interesting. Let's get some oracles. Let's see what we have. Is that it? Wow, okay. They were at the bottom of the deck. And this is trust the universe, the world, you completing a cycle, getting out of this stuck mentality. Again, there's a cycle here. Pay attention to that. That's why the death card is here. There's a cycle. You may be stuck in a cycle. It's time to end it. Focus on success. Beautiful. Let's move on to relationships. Whoa. Is that it? Just 2? Yep. And look at that. 2 cards. They're both number 2. Trust your intuition and start making plans. especially when it comes to relationships. Okay? You got to listen to your intuition instead of your thoughts. I think your thoughts betray you with this. I think that's what's kept you in this cycle. I think it's time to end it. And you're kind of being guided out of it by empowerment, by focusing on success, by making plans, no matter if you can figure them out or not. Again, there's many possibilities to where you want to go, but you get tunnel vision sometimes, Sag. Okay? Let's get... And those twos also indicate balance. So maybe we're striking a balance there. Again, inner balance, the duality, the twos, they're speaking. We've got 3 messages here for you. And the first one is awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. I think that's you. I don't think that's someone. I don't think it's someday. Maybe I think it's here. I think it's happening. And fate, this is a destined partnership. Again, you could be opening yourself up to one. If you're not, if you're in it, you probably feel it, which leads to marriage. This relationship is moving toward a sacred union. And the twos kind of have it. The fate kind of have it. The success, the guidance. Something's at work here, Sag. And remember, this full moon is asking you to release anything negative that's stopping you from creating the life that you want. So it could not be, it's just not about marriage per se, but it's a marriage of ideas, a marriage of beliefs. And you're so quick to hang on to beliefs that no longer serve you. You see what I'm saying? So just be aware of that. Let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. Let's get what's the vibe and see what we have here. All right. Wow. For some of you, it's paranoia, being cautious, insecure, guided, which kind of eliminates this. Again, being stuck in a cycle here, putting up walls. You can't receive with walls up. I know that they keep you safe, but think about it, okay? And we have longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. Again, celebrating, of course. Ooh, that turkey looks good. I'm starving. But what that's saying is that, again, there's something happening here. There's many ways to get to the goal. I'm telling you. Maybe someone's coming into your life. I think coming back maybe also. And if you're not down with that, you're not. That's fine with me. Don't take no dirtbag Daryl back. Okay? I hear buzzing. Like bees. Oh, it's a semi coming down the road really fast. Jesus. I was like, holy shit, am I sitting on a hive? That scared the shit out of me because I'm allergic to bees. All right, so let's get a closing message for you, Sagittarius. Again, it's part of your growth here. Something's up. Something is up. Okay. Your closing message for this week is miracles. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. That's right. I want you to focus on that. Again, what you resist persists. What you accept transforms. Miracles are surrounding you. There's many possibilities to these miracles. But if you focus on miracles, you're going to see them everywhere. If you say miracles are, they don't happen to me, well, then here we go. You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that. But something's up. Something's shifting here. You're being guided towards better growth, but something's got to end here. And it doesn't need to be dramatic. It's a way of thought more than anything, because it's got you stuck in a cycle. So if it's anything that you need to release, it's old beliefs. All right? Something that a Sagittarius really needs some convincing to do. All right, that is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, Sagittarius. I hope the message resonates with you. Let me know in the comments. I thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Capricorn, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for May 6th all the way to May 12th. So hope you are on your way to already a fantastic week with all this energy going on and the releasing and the transforming and yada, 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 yada. How are you doing? And I hope you're doing well. So If you didn't check out the beginning of this video, please check out the Midweek Reset, the cosmic weather, because for some reason it was a little different this week. I mean, of course I do the astrology and stuff, but something, I kind of like, before I hit record, I was thinking, I want to be able to share a message. I want to be able to channel a message. And I believe I did, because I don't know where all that came from. And I don't know, as I was going, as I was doing everybody's reading, I was like, wow, that really hit. I got to make sure that everybody watches it, pay attention to that. I think it's important for some of you, and I hope that it resonates with you. You know what I mean? Because I normally don't do that. I talk about the astrology, we kind of break it down, I do a little advertising, and then we hit everybody's sign. But this one, I don't know. I like it. I think it's a good thing. I think I'm going to do that every midweek reset, is go ahead and be asked to, I'm going to bring forward a message for you, Pretty cool. So go check it out. All right, so let's go to the tarot table and begin our reading. Thank you so much for being here. And let's get our angel numbers and see. I knew I should have cut that deck. And let's see what we have. Okay. So let's get to it. There it is. Boom. Okay, it's 898. Pay attention to those numbers this week. Why? Because it's all about empowerment for you. Look at that beautiful energy. Stand in your power to embrace your true potential with confidence. That's right. Confidence, empowerment, embracing your true potential, standing in your power, standing on business. You know what I mean? Now, let's get a message from the Energy Oracle cards and see what they have to offer for this week's energy. Whoa, that one right there. Thank you. And it's door to value with 31. Wow. Look at that door opening up. A beautiful golden city there. Let's go ahead and read up on this, shall we? Number 31. All right, Capricorn, this is all about new beginnings in finance or career. So this card shows a door with a gold coin on it, opening to a place that's filled with light and bright potential. Money, coins, and jewels fly toward you through the open door, revealing a golden city beyond. All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansions where work or money are concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working toward for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative, and get ready to step through that door. Okay? Here's an affirmation I'd like you to repeat for yourself for this week. My life is opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. I love that. Whew. All right. You stand in your power, you open the door to value. Wow. Now, I want you to pay attention to your shadow work card more than previously in the weeks ahead or the weeks previous, because Pluto Retrograde is all about getting our shadow work done and being exposed to it, okay? So, it's have courage. Stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. This is releasing fear, making yourself just a little bit vulnerable, because it's all essential to your growth. So again, don't do this. Have the courage to empower yourself and your true potential with confidence to open the door to value. There it is. It's having the courage to make yourself be seen. It's the only way it works. All right? Wow. Let's get the Earthbound Oracle cards. We're going to get 3 for you, Capricorn. And I love adding these. Thank you. Thank you. And can I get 1 more for Capricorn? Which one? Neither. Okay. There it is. See? All right. That's how it went. The first one is vision. Yeah, look at that. The wise owl holds his vision, but it's blinded. Take the blindfold off. That's what's keeping you from opening the door to value. Interesting. What is it? Resistance. Damn. And the next one, soul or sun. This is sun energy. This is shine as brightly as the sun. That is confidence. That's solar plexus energy. So maybe you got some solar plexus work to do. That opens the door to value big time. Ooh, excuse me. Jeez. All right. Let's get to your reading. Well, that's a first. I wonder what that means when you sneeze. I know that coughing is saying you got something to say. Maybe, you know what sneezing is? Releasing. You know, it's a buildup, and then it releases, and it feels so good afterwards. It's like, ah. Okay. I don't know. I just don't know. It could be pressure building and then releasing. All right, so, yeah. It's an end. It's a new beginning. It's more of an end to resistance, to fear. The Seven of Swords is a self-deceptive energy. Or maybe some people are deceiving you. Maybe some people are blinding you. You're blinding you, though, Capricorn. It really is you. There's no doubt about that. The Nine of Pentacles is out saying you're worthy of so much more. Again, open up your worth. It's empowerment. You deserve to have more instead of to sit here and be in fear. Okay? Now let's get some oracles. And see what we have. Wow, did the temperature just fucking drop? Jesus. I have all my windows open and I'm feeling the breeze coming through and it's like, oh my God, it's cold. We're hopping. All right, the Hangman is saying sacrifice. It's an end to a different perspective. It's resistance is what it is. Okay? Ace of Swords is triumphant success. That's right. You claim victory or else you're going to have problems. And I think you already know it. You know? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what the glitch is. It's the fear of the unknown. I guess that's what it is. It's the fear of failure. It blinds your vision and it causes resistance. And that's not good for anybody. You know? You have to have the confidence to move forward. So let's look at relationships. Maybe that's a big theme. Oh my God. And look, the Hangman is out with all these other cards face down. So again, maybe you're stuck in a relationship. Maybe you're stuck in a perspective of a relationship. What you have to have is faith. That this too shall pass, this will work out by not resisting it. And the Ace of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles, yeah, this is opening up to something big here. New beginning, recognition and reward paying off because you put in the work. Now let's look at messages of love. Very interesting. Very interesting. What the hell is that? All right. And it's decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. That's right. Are you stuck? What's going on here? It's time to decide. Obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. I think it's both because I got two hangman out here. So it's two perspectives. That don't help the fucking thing at all. But you gotta have faith. You gotta work through this. I think it's taking off the blindfolds and seeing for what it is. Again, this week is all about truth being revealed. Again, the month's energy shifts like holy shit moments. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Maybe that's what's going on here, you know? So pay attention to that. Now let's go ahead and get, what's the vibe? And see. Okay. We've got Archangel Michael stepping in, and he's all about protection and preventing you from harm, and also divine intervention. It's protecting you. It's protecting your energy. It's helping you make that decision. Go ahead and do it. It's very important. You got to have the courage to do it, and you have the support also. All right. So let's go ahead and get a closing message for you, because we've basically said all that needs to be said. Wow. Yeah. Your closing message for this week, Capricorn, is embrace change. Embrace change and welcome new possibilities. That's right. And everybody's been getting this. Pluto is all about transformation. This full moon was all about transformation. Again, and then this full moon is bringing things about your hopes, dreams, and wishes. Are you reaching for them, or are you holding back? You need to stand in your power in order for these to align to you, because everything you want's already out there. But it's up to you to place yourself in front of the door of riches, the door of value, because you value yourself. So the door opens. The door isn't apparent if you don't put any value in yourself or what you do, and it goes on and on and on. You understand? So be aware of that this week. Okay? And you're not stuck. It's a perspective. Get out of it. Change the way that you've been doing it, and you'll notice wonderful results. All right? So that is going to do it for this midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Aquarius, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for May 6th all the way to May 12th. So welcome, Aquarius. Hope you are doing well. Holy shit. The energy just keeps getting that much more intense for us, especially for you, because Pluto's going retrograde in your sign. So this is kind of giving us a chance to go ahead and look at what we don't want to look at and transform it in some way. So shadow work is going to be very important for you. Pluto is going to be retrograde till October 17th. So that's all summer, which gives us a period to kind of slow down, take it in, and really work and enjoy things. Another thing I want you to do is, if you haven't, go check out the beginning of this video for the cosmic weather, because I did things a little bit different. All I did was just, before I started, because I do everything in segments, you know, like the main tease, you know, I do that. That's with 17-second, you know, recording. I do that once or twice until it feels right to me. Then I go ahead and start the cosmic weather before I start all 12 readings. So I do that all in one day, one sitting, you know, with a little bit of break in between. But when I sat down with the cosmic weather, I said, what do we do with all of this energy that's going on right now? We're in this in-between time, you know, I'm looking at the astrology. We're going through all these moon phases and so much growth. And I'm thinking, so what do we do? So what's the message? What do I say? What do I say to my audience to comfort them, to guide them, to move forward? And it came out. And which of course I knew it would, but I didn't think it would be that profound to me, because it was 20 minutes long, and I'm thinking about, you know, as I'm doing the readings and kind of telling people, you know, go check that message out, because I got a feeling it's going to mean something to a lot of you out there. And you can't get the message unless you listen or hear it or see it. So that's what I want you to do, is go check that out. Okay. So without further ado, let's go to the tarot table and begin our tarot reading. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. And we started at 222 on the timer. Perfect. I'll shit my pants if we get 222, Aquarius. I'll tell you that right now. But we didn't. Okay. So it's 5, 6, 7. That's your numbers for this week. And it's all about evolution. Beautiful energy there. Sitting down firmly, confident, you know. You are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. Yes. Great. We're moving on. We're evolving, Aquarius. That's what we need to do. Let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy Oracle card deck. And see what they add to this message of evolution and evolving spiritually. And it's woman holding a heart with number 44. So I got this card once already. It looks like the chick from Hunger Games. May the odds be ever in your favor. All right, so it's females dealing with family, love, or emotions. So the woman on this card wears a butterfly in her hair and holds a lovely heart in her hands. So this could be a reflection of your own state of peaceful emotion and receptivity for love. Or it might be a message that your family issues are going to resolve. You could be very intuitive who understands emotions of life, and you're bringing that awareness to all that you do. This card could also indicate the presence of a female friend, a teacher, or a confidant who's here to help with issues of love, family, or emotion. This is an even-tempered and caring person who resonates with you and your emotions. This could also show a new love interest or a friend coming your way. So be open to that. I don't think it's necessarily someone wearing their heart on their sleeve. But again, in order for us to evolve spiritually and emotionally, I think we need to understand that we need to open our heart. The butterfly signifies transformation and change. And man, are we going through that at an exponential rate. You know what I mean? So let's move on. I want you to pay close attention to your shadow work oracle because of Pluto going retrograde in your sign, which is all about working on our shadows and dealing with our shadows, okay? Which one? The one on the bottom, okay? And this is Inner Cosmos. To embrace the light, first acknowledge the dark. This is about finally dealing with our traumas, to actually seeing that traumas are still forward motion in front of us and going deeper in order to evolve, to transform. Letting go of our emotions, especially ones that we hold dear to our heart, that kind of still wound us and hurt us, okay? And I want you to understand this. Like, a lot of people throw around shadow work and all of that. And I want you to look at it kind of like as a child. When a child first notices their shadow, they are terrified. They run from it. It's actually quite comical, but it's really not, because what it's teaching us is that, like shadow work, like seeing our shadow for the first time, we're terrified that that's somebody else. No, it is a part of you. And when you realize, when you come to the realization, when you evolve to the point where you realize that your shadow is not separate from you, it's not a stranger, it's not here to harm you, it's just a part of you, everything opens up. So this means go deep. Release those traumas. Open up to love. Evolve with greater wisdom and understanding. Wow. Let's get the Earthbound Oracle. Three messages for Aquarius. That's number 1. Number 2, thank you. And number 3, look at that. Juice like day. And this says use your intuition. Now that doesn't mean go out and get a Ouija board, but that means your intuition. Use your intuition, especially when it comes to relationships and love. Kind of see that heart. It looks like a heart. Okay? I'm just making that connection with you. Number 2 is travel. Maybe it's time to move on. Again, more evolution. Traveling could be in your future. And don't forget the butterfly, transformation, and the sun or soul. That is at the heart of you. Shine as brightly as the sun. Wow. Let's get the reading, Aquarius. Let's see what we have. So, again, follow your intuition. Maybe traveling to the depths of your inner cosmos, you know, where transformation lies. That could help with your emotions, your relationships, all of that. It's a good energy. It seems like a hard task, but it's really not, you know, and you're being guided. Oops, let me grab those cards. I fucked up the piles. Okay. Can't do that. All right, so all these cards are face down except for the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is saying, get ready. Get ready. What you want is finally coming together. And look at that. The Death card is an end, but also a beginning. The Knight of Pentacles is follow your intuition. Again, there could be some traveling here. But the Knight of Pentacles is also bringing an opportunity, something you've been waiting for, and the Four of Wands is celebrating. You could also be moving or something like that, Aquarius. But again, there's a thing about movement here. And it could just be, again, part of your evolution. You've let something go, and now you're charting the course to something you've been waiting for by simply knowing that you are going to achieve it and get it. Wow. Let's get some oracles. Holy mo. You know? Holy mo, you know? All right, what else? Okay. Wow. So, use your inner wisdom. This is the Hermit card. You don't need to look for the solutions and how to handle this from out there. It's already inside of you. Trust your intuition, okay? Go deep. It goes along with that too. Open your heart. That's why we got the woman holding a heart. Is because that's the heart of everything right here. Another 4, okay? And the Two of Cups, spiritual union. So we could be opening up to a relationship, starting relationship, evolving in an already existing relationship. But something here is definitely making moves. Figuratively and literally. All right, so we've got the Emperor. Hold on. We've got the Judgment card. Set yourself free from past judgments. Again, releasing that trauma is so huge in order to heal your heart right now. The Empress is another 3, and it's empower yourself. Empower yourself. And the Two of Cups again, with focusing on a relationship and harmony coming together. Choose a harmony. Interesting. What's going on here, Aquarius? You finally setting yourself free from all this? This is perfect. It's empowerment. It's part of your evolution. This is part of your process. So let's get messages of love. And this one is lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Again, it's all part of your evolution. So honor the relationships around you, you know, that offer to your evolution, good or bad, because all of them do bring you closer to who you really are. Okay? And integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? And we need to set ourselves free from relationships that do not align with it. And you know that sometimes we settle, and you shouldn't settle for anything. Okay? Let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. You deserve like energy, not settling. You know, maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're finally realizing that. All right, so this don't help either. Being paranoid, being cautious, being insecure, and being guarded. That keeps everything you want out. Okay? And it sure as hell don't heal your heart. I understand that you're trying to protect yourself. It's kind of like the Nine of Wands energy, but It's stopping your evolution, and we want to move towards things that are helping you get to your evolution, all right? So let's get a closing message for you, Aquarius. Ooh. Wow. And it's abundance, your closing message for this week. Abundance comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort, okay? So you got to do the work. The only way out is in for this. So if you want to open up to abundance, you have to open up to the abundance right here in your heart, right here. You can't keep it locked up. You got to set yourself free. Release the traumas that keep you closing down, because Aquarius, you can be that way. And you watch how fast things change. And if you are single, there's a relationship that you can open up to. Only if you open up to it, and that's it. Okay? But it's on the way, definitely. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. That is going to do it for your midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Pisces, welcome to your midweek reset tarot reading, and this is going to be for May 6th all the way to May 12th. So, welcome, Pisces. Hope you are faring this weather, this stormy weather, figuratively and literally. With the full moon energy, we've got this energy coming up this week. So I want you to pay extra close attention to the cosmic weather at the beginning of this video, because I kind of did it a little different. Of course, I'm going to talk about the astrology and the energy that's available to us so we can understand our reading better. That's why I do that. But before I started that part of the video, because I do them in segments, and I thought, with all this energy going on, for everything that we've gone over and what May brings, man, I want to be able to give a message for everybody out there, my audience, you beautiful people watching me. I want to be able to deliver a message. So I'm going to allow this to come through. And I really don't do that. I hit it, you know what I mean? And it was 20 minutes long. It ended up being 20 minutes long. And I know in my heart that there's somebody that needs to hear that message. And the only way you can receive that message is that if you listen, if you really hear, if you pay attention, if you watch it. So I want you to go back and watch that. It's very important that you do. Okay? Let me know if it was that important for you, and let me know how you felt about that in the comments, okay? So, with that being said, let's go to the tarot table and begin our beautiful reading. And I'm sure you've been experiencing some things that have been making you kind of see your beliefs differently, the world, doubling down on your spirituality. So let's get our angel numbers, and our angel numbers this week are 000. That's a reset, but it's also divine guidance. You're receiving guidance and protection from the universe, Pisces. Trust the divine plan for your life, okay? So, interesting message there with the zeros. You can look at it as a reset, the odometer flipping, not because you've done it 99,999 times, but because you're getting a chance to start over. So feel protected in that, all right? So now I want you to pay attention to your guides, a message from your guides with the angel oracle cards. And don't forget, you're being guided. The universe will guide you. And you have to understand that, okay? So, what do we have? Oh, you know what? I got to reshuffle because too many cards fell out. And I didn't get a very clear answer of what was available to you. So, let's do this again. And there it is. Okay. And it's number 2 with Journey. Wow. And again, that full moon, that Scorpio full moon, highlighted your 9th house of travel. So you could be making some plans to travel, or understanding your journey, or literally trusting your journey because you're divinely guided. Let's read up on it, okay? Let's get every noise in the book. Let's get some goats in the background, maybe a cow mooing. We got the lawnmower, the train. Why not? Let's bring it all in. Let's ring a bell too. All right, so this is all about movement, relocation, and travel. Pack your bags. The journey card foretells upcoming travel or a shift in location. It may be as simple as a vacation, a retreat, or a class, or even a work-related trip. This card could also signal a move of residence or a job relocation. This also indicates that plans should go off without a hitch. Still, be clear about your motivations and mindful of logistics, because all of life is a journey. And this card is telling you that you have some exciting and inspiring adventures ahead. So, this is the affirmation I want you to recite to yourself this week. I am attracting wonderful new adventures to me. My life is a blessing, taking me to new places inside and out. Dear Lord, that was a beautiful message. Now, let's move on to our shadow work, and I really want you to pay extra close attention to your shadow work this week, because with Pluto going retrograde all the way until October 17th, we're definitely going to be working on some shadow issues. So I want you to pay extra close attention to the one that comes out for you. Yeah, and this came out not once but twice. I put it back in the deck because it came out with another card. But it's anger, Pisces. Your expectations are not met, creating frustration. Express it in a healthy way. So this is about release, growth, and balance. Okay? So I want you to pay attention to that. I don't want you to be angry. I want you to release that. This is part of your growth. This is part of your journey. You're being divinely guided to release this tension, okay? So let's go ahead and get your Earthbound oracles. We're getting 3 of these to kind of close off the section of the initial readings here. And not only that, but it kind of goes with the cards that I lay out when I first do the tarot reading, you know, like with the main deck. They were, ooh, look at that, how those came out. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to go with this in order. And this is Terra. So what this is, not only this, it kind of reinforces the journey, but it also shows grounding. You know, feet on the ground, practical approach. This week, I want you to focus on transformation. It's time. What's holding back your transformation? You know, is it being grounded? Is it too many expectations that kind of spoil the journey in your transformation? Okay? And wealth, opening up to that, knowing that you're deserving of it and that it flows to you. Okay? Wow. Wow. Let's go ahead and get to it, shall we? Let's get your reading, Pisces. So you're being divinely guided to release your anger, to ground yourself, to anchor yourself in that earth energy, that Taurus energy, and focus on things working out for you. And of course, this is exactly the way. This message couldn't be any more fucking clear, Pisces. Pay attention. They made it pretty simple for you. The 5 of Pentacles is being left out, feeling like a victim. It's fear of failure. It's all of that. It's time to release that, okay? It's 4 of Pentacles holding back, maybe in a form of protection, but the 10 of Cups is beautiful energy. Opening up to that happily ever after. It's opening up to wealth. It's not holding back your transformation. It's realizing that fear is also part of the journey, and also anger, and we need to release it in order to move forward, to get balance and to grow. God damn, that's good. But no holding back, no more. No holding back your happiness. Not fearing that happiness will never be achieved. You deserve it just as much as anybody else. You claim that shit. That's the only way you get the 10 of Cups. I have spoken. Okay? All right, let's get some oracles. Yes, yes. It's open up the heart. So not only that, and I notice the green here with the journey and the transformation. Okay? This is releasing the anger that you hold in your heart, the fear. That probably makes you angry. Is that I know that I fear this and I don't know how to let this go. You know? But we have more confirmation of positive movement forward. This too shall pass, but don't you dare hold back. Don't you dare hold back. So let's look at your relationships and love and all interactions with other people and species. Okay? The King of Pentacles is on top while everything else is down, and that is feet on the ground. You deserve it. Open up to wealth. Big thing about opening up to wealth and realizing that you may be holding back your own wealth. And boy, does that not piss off a soul knowing that you're part of the problem or always were the problem. The Ace of Cups is opening up to love by filling your cup first, of course. And another 10, the 10 of Pentacles, long-lasting relationship. You could be establishing a relationship with your work environment. You're just getting it right, Pisces, because you're allowing transformation to take place. I'm putting 10s on the board, which equals success, completion, and payoff, of course. All right? I want you to focus on that. And my hand itches. Ooh, that's money coming in. Wealth management, all of that. You focus on this and you receive this. There's anger that needs to be released. Anger. All right, maybe it just comes down to this for you, is forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. You heard it here first. God damn. All right, let's get, what's the vibe? Word to your mama. This is a very empowering reading, to say the least. And my hand is itching like a mofo. Money, honey. Okay. Right. So we may have been fraught with tension. Maybe you're stressed out. Maybe you're getting some migraines. So make sure you're hydrated and also consuming some salt. But there may be worry too. You got to release this because that doesn't bring you what you want. That doesn't bring success. That just brings more things to worry about. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. This is what you should be doing. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Everything's great. No, you really need to feel that. You need to just laugh things off. Life is to be enjoyed, not to be endured. Okay? Focus on joy, focusing on healing that part of yourself that only focuses on the tension, the stressing out. That looks like clavicular too, but just fuck it. Which path do you want to choose, Pisces? I guess that's what we have to ask. Okay? So, let's get a closing message for you. Wowzers. You gonna let shit stress you out? No. Does it pay off? Have you ever said, man, I stressed out so much for this and it paid off? Have you ever heard anybody say that? You know, I worried this shit and it came to fruition. Yeah, the shit you were worried about. You know what I mean? Closing message for you, Pisces, this week is determination. Ooh. Face challenges with determination. You can achieve anything. Again, you're going on that journey. You are on that journey. The journey is life and it's to be enjoyed. It's to be embraced. It's to be grateful for that you are taking your breath and you need to check yourself. We're worrying about the small stuff. We're opening up to the big stuff. All right? And that's the payoff. And that's here in the reading. All right, Pisces, that is going to do it for this week. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I thank you so much for watching. I love you. I'm sending you love and healing and all that good stuff. And I will see you soon.